begins now.
Mitchell, do you want me to take over once we're in here?
Yeah, we're live, so everyone welcome. We are throwing it over to the GM of Fat Magic.
Awesome! Hello, and welcome, everyone. I'm S.E. Ormond. My pronouns are he, him. I'll be your GM for this evening. And today you're going to be getting a taste of a special all-new one-shot for Fat Magic. But before we do that, let's introduce our players who are lucky enough to be subjected to this terrible game. Let's start with Alyssa.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alyssa, or around the internet as Xander Slamilton. And for this lovely one-shot, I will be playing the kindly little old halfling, Ann Brezel, who has no children of her own, so she's everybody's Auntie Anne.
Aw. And Dave?
What's up, y'all? I'm Dave, or Jamaica Squeeze here on the Twitch and internet space, and he, they pronouns. Today I have the honor of playing Ravi Colanderer, a pastamancer from a long line of pastamancers, and I've brought some shame on my family by working at this theater, but I like it, and I like the people here.
Now, Dave, you've pronounced Colanderer and Colanderer different every time we've talked about it, and now I have no idea what to do with that.
Have fun with it.
And finally, we have Mitch, Penny for a Tale.
Hello, Penny for a Tale on all the social medias. They. I will be playing Pepper Bay, who has been cursed with the instinct to overseason things. And so it's just kind of something he lives with on a day-to-day basis, with pepper and salt and all sorts of amazing spices. So spice up your life, baby. He's also a halfling.
Woo! Amazing. So with that, we'll begin. Fat Magic is set in a world saturated by food magic. It courses through the roots of the planet and has shaped the creatures and terrain into a smörgåsbord of mouth-watering oddities. The culinary casters of the Bouillabaisse draw their magic from ancient recipes, forgotten flavors, and the warmth and comfort of a home-cooked meal. That gives their magic a decidedly foodie flavor. Think spinning balls of exploding meat and rays of sweet, sweet frosting. The story of Fat Magic begins in the pastoral town of Salted Pork. But that's a story for another time. Back us now on Kickstarter at fatmagicrpg.com. Today, we are headed to the capital of the Bouillabaisse, the bubbler on the bay, Left on Burner. Left on Burner is a walled metropolis perched on the red waters of Ye Old Bay. Its rounded black walls give it the appearance of a cauldron, split open on one side to accommodate a busy and profitable seaport. In the Marrows, where the city's working class lay their heads, is an old theater, the 24 Carat. Though once a well-loved fixture of the city's theater scene, it's long since fallen into disrepair as the surrounding commercial district has dried up around it. Today, in a grimy back office of the theater, sandwiched between a broken coffee machine and a heavily stained hot dog costume, our three heroes are having a tough discussion with the owner of the theater, an aging rocker and bugbear, Scoby Kelpclaw. I'd like to go around the room and maybe just describe your character in this environment. You've just been called in by Scoby. He's not his usual kind of like fun, wisecracking self. He seems a little tense, and you're all jammed into his tiny office. So yeah, maybe describe your character and how they feel about being pulled into this situation. Do we want to start with Ann?
Anne is a little halfling. She's, kind of frail. Her, kind of stooped in her posture these days. She's not as spry as maybe she once was. She's a little more worn, a little more torn for the days. She normally gets along very well with Scobie. She gets along with because everybody to her is just somebody that she can pepper with a little bit of love and cinnamon and sugar and goodness. And so she's probably immediately reaching into one of her pockets and getting a little hard candy of some origin or another and offering it to Scobie. Be like, it'll make you feel better if you take this. You're looking a little tense, buddy. Are you all right? You want to talk about it? It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, Scobie like takes this like tiny candy in his enormous like paw, and he's like, "Oh, thanks very much." And I think he kind of secrets away in his like leather vest for later, because I don't think he likes these candies, but he doesn't have it in his heart to like turn you down.
It's all right.
What about Mr. Colanderer?
Mr. Colanderer is a very tall gnome that is enjoying their time in space and feels good and supported in their interests and growth as a person here at the theater. And so Mr. Colanderer is just kind of hanging back, waiting to see what's gonna happen.
Very cool. And Pepper Bay. What's Pepper Bay up to?
Pepper Bay is a very short individual with hairy feet. Currently just wearing shorts and a shirt that's kind of like, I'm going to kill you. Very vibrant in that way. Little pom-poms for hair and freckles and little red teeth. It looks very cute looking at them. But people don't know that Pepper Bay is cursed. Looking out the window during this, wherever the window is, even if there's not a window, he'll probably look in the corner or something, thinking as Auntie hands over this little thing. He resists the urge to pepper it, as is his curse passed down ever since a pepper demon killed his family and bit him right on the kneecap. And so he lives with this every day. So his kind of hand goes up, almost about to sprinkle some pepper on it, and he holds it down. Says, "No, not today, Satan."
Yeah, and there isn't a window in the office, but there is, I think, maybe a poster of Diva Pavlovaguna, and she's standing in a field, and you can kind of imagine you're looking out onto that like beautiful meadow.
Yeah. I imagine, like, I bet she has family, and I don't.
Yeah, she probably does have family. Poor little guy. Wow, we went with an all-short party. Okay. I might have to rewrite the ending. I put the finale on a high shelf, so this is going to be awkward.
So we can three shorties in a trench coat.
Ooh, you're going to be able to get into a theater on one ticket.
Mm-hmm. We are adults, sir.
I immediately want to do two halflings and a gnome in a trench coat at some point.
Yeah. It's gonna happen before the end of this stream.
There is a full-sized hot dog costume in this room. Anyway, Scobie is this enormous bugbear, and he's got these like touches of gray to his fur. He wears a leather vest with nothing underneath, and his wrists and fingers are covered in rings and leather bands and scarves. But the whole rocker vibe is offset slightly by a pair of reading glasses that he wears on a chain around his neck, like a librarian. Oh, guys, I wanted to call you in here to tell you how much of a good job you've been doing. And, oh God, you're the heart, and you're the soul, and you're the confectionery lady, of this theater. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done.
Going to immediately
Well,
just pat
welcome.
his big old hand.
Yeah, I haven't had a hug since my family died. So did we want to do this right here, or do we want to save it for later?
Pepper,
Yeah,
I
we
hugged
could-
you last week. What are you talking about?
But it wasn't the hug
hugged you
that I
last
longed for. You know, one of those 1 in a million hugs that only a family can provide.
I feel like we're a bit of a family here. If you need a hug at any
Don't say
time-
that. I can't lose you too, Colander.
You
Well,
guys might
well,
want to maybe put those hugs on hold for a minute, because I'm
course.
closing the theater down.
What?
Wait, why?
Oh,
Yeah,
but Scooby,
re-
you love the theater.
I do. I mean, it's everything to me, but I just can't afford to keep it open anymore.
Wait, we need this for money. Money to eat and to pay rent.
Yep, that's kind of the whole problem. Like we don't have any customers, and I'm keeping you folks
Fuck.
alive.
Well,
So
it sounds like we got to get more customers in then.
I mean, I don't think there's enough time. Like, in order to make enough money before the debts are due next week, we'd have to put on some sort of one last big show.
One last big show, you say?
I mean, yeah. One last big show. I'm for it, but we could also re-examine our capitalistic system, which charges people for just living on land, and maybe we redo some things. That sounds like it might take some time, though.
Yeah, how long is that gonna take? Would that be before next week?
That feels like a generational struggle, and I agree
I think it's
with
at
it,
least 2
but-
weeks.
Oh, okay, yep.
So it's out of our
that's-
time frame.
I don't know. Maybe we should try the generational struggle, because I don't know if we could put on a show like that. We'd have to put it all together before the end of the week, and to draw a crowd like that, there's only one band that could draw a crowd like that to this theater in that amount of time. They haven't
Was it
played
us?
together in 20 years. No, it's not you. Are you serious? Do you play an instrument?
Loot.
Do you?
Do you?
I also play
Back.
the lute. I'm a little out of practice these days. My hands
Yeah.
aren't quite as good
I haven't.
as they used to.
My younger sister taught me before she was eaten by the pepper demon.
Okay. Do you guys happen to be like the most famous band of all time? Like that, because that's what would be really useful in this situation.
I mean, no.
I mean, we average like 1 viewer, but I think there's promise there.
Okay. All right. Maybe you want to go with your band thing then?
It might be worth investigating another act, even if they're the opener.
Okay.
Ooh,
well,
yes, maybe they can open for us.
What I was going to say was that there's only one band that could draw a crowd like that. Rad Vibes. But they haven't played together in 20 years.
Well, why not?
I remember their last show.
Yeah, it was right
I
here
was
in this
there.
theater.
My family and
I
we
was
went there.
there.
You were there too?
So was I. You and I were there together.
Well, it was 20. It was 20 years ago. You know, I was
Yeah,
20 years
there-
younger.
There was a lot of rock candy
Julius
going
was
around that
still-
night.
Yeah, it was a good
Julius?
time. Yes,
You were saying
my late husband Julius.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I love
my late
Julius.
husband. Yeah,
Did he
well,
also
you
get
know,
eaten by a
when one is an
pepper
orange
demon that
farmer-
night?
No,
Was he also eaten by a
fell
pepper
under-
demon?
yeah. No, an orange tree fell on him. He was an orange farmer. We used to call him Orange Julius. I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's been a little while, but it still hurts.
Oh,
It's okay. and
Oof, I'm
it's okay.
sorry. Yeah. I mean,
He would
the
have
members.
loved Rad Vibes coming back together.
Yeah, I mean, they're still here in the city. Well, most of them. Like the rumor is that that they maybe killed the lead singer. They got together and killed him, and that's why they broke up. Or he started
yeah.
like a shrimp chain. It was either one or two.
Yeah, that happens more than one would think.
Mm. The shrimp
All
chain
right, so
thing or the murder?
The murder thing.
Yeah,
The murder
yeah,
thing.
totally. Yeah, there was a lot of, like I said, a lot of candy going around those days.
Mm-hmm.
Always tried to stay away from that candy stuff. I hope we don't need to use any of that to get the band back together.
Oh, are they? The lead singer's probably into that sugar cane. You know, those little sugar sticks, and you just line it up. And it's a rocket.
Yes.
Yeah, my parents and I used to do it before they died.
Okay.
Did they?
We're learning a lot of
we should
things
have a
about
long
them.
talk. One day we're gonna have a nice long, just set out a nice picnic, and you're just gonna talk all about your family.
I think maybe
I don't know about
therapy might be on the table also.
Can't stop
Maybe
a curse.
A long talk with a licensed professional. Anyway, the 3 members of the band are still in the city.
All right, let's get them.
If you want, I could maybe give you some time off. You know, paid time off till the end of the week. There's nothing going on here at the theater anyway.
If we can do this and it'll help us keep the theater alive, I would gladly take some paid time off.
All right, my hopes aren't super high, but let me fill you in on what I do know. Let's see. There's Dusty Sandwich. He was the drummer. They live right here in the Marrows now. I mean, if you can call what they do living. You can usually find them at the end of a bottle down in Rosemary's. There's Steamy Chips. She was the most beautiful singer I ever heard in my entire life. And last I heard, she was singing creepy covers of children's songs in some CD bar in the Fisherman's Lunch. So yeah, some really whack experimental stuff. Then finally there's Scuggs Mulligan, the once the best one-man band in the world. And when he joined Rad Vibes, they cut him down to harmonica tambourine. Yeah, it was really sad, but he was great on that harmonica tambourine. I think he works in large margs, and spiced meats in the Salmon Ladder. And then, I don't know, Hunger James might be dead or owning a shrimp restaurant.
Well, now I'm hungry.
So, what would you guys like to do?
I say we go to this creepy lady.
You want to go to Steamy Chips first?
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Let's get steamy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head across town and you head to the Fisherman's Lunch, which is the bustling port of left on Burner. There's a lot of big ships in the port today, so there's lots of sailors coming and going. There's merchants selling their wares. It's a lot busier than usual. The Hard Tackle Cafe, where you've heard Steamy is singing her songs, it seems to be going through some weird branding stuff. The outside of the cafe is like pointed, like a trendy cafe with really crisp graphic design job. But inside, it's basically every dockside bar you've ever been to. It's a flagstone floor covered in sawdust. There's the stale smell of beer, burly sailors covered with like rough and ragged tattoos. And on a small black stage, a little pink candy goblin plays the guitar and sings about the men who live in the mirrors of dolls' eyes.
Well,
Well, it's not the worst song I've ever heard, but I don't really like it. I really like
It's
these
pretty
noises.
bad.
It's
Oh,
got
okay.
potential.
I'll go up to him. You. Song sucks.
They kind of they point
All right,
towards
Pepper,
the they point towards the tip jar and keep singing.
Oh, okay. He'll go over and like pull out some coins and put in his pocket. Thank you.
They kind of.
What do you guys think?
They keep playing and they give you like a come the fuck on, man. They go like, come on, man.
Get good. What can I say?
I think you're supposed to leave the coins, not take the coins. But
Not if they're that bad.
it's a little harsh on the ears, let me just tell you.
Yeah. But they're singing creepy music, so maybe they can help us.
And I think she finishes up her song, and she puts her guitar down, and she hops down off the stage, and she puts up like a little sign that says like "smoke break back in 5," and she heads outside.
I'll definitely follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
You go outside, and there's this little goblin who seems to be made up entirely of this pink crystalline substance. And there's like little bits of candy mixed in there, like gumballs and peppermints. And she takes out like a little pack of like what looks like cigarettes, and then puts one in her mouth, but it looks to just be a candy cigarette. And she just kind of stands there and sighs.
Excuse me, miss, can I bum one of those?
Oh, honey, yeah, of course you can. They're just candy, though.
Oh, I know.
All
It's
right,
more the
well,
gesture than you know. I'm
She-
looking to
she
have a
takes out-
conversation.
Oh, okay, are we now? And she takes out like a silver cigarette case and flips it open and offers it to you.
Delicately take one, put it between my lips. You know, honey, your music is interesting. You think you're gonna make a lot of money doing the what do you call this exactly?
I call it I call it my own little private protest.
Oh, what you protesting?
Playing music here. I'm bound into Sorry.
It's just
Oh,
I tickle in the throat. You know, these candy cigarettes, they get to you.
Okay. I'm bound to like quite an aggressive contract here, so I'm pretty much playing here exclusively until for the foreseeable future, and well, it sucks, so why not suck?
Who owns your contract, and what's the terms looking like? I know some people. Let's just say. Might be able to help.
Jones, the contract. He's the owner here, and the terms are I'm pretty much playing here until until forever, I think. I mean, it didn't seem like such a bad deal at the time. I had some debt. Okay, I had a little bit of debt, and Joe offered to get me out of it. I didn't super read my contract, but yeah, I'm kind of here for the foreseeable future.
Forever is a mighty long time.
Yeah, it
long.
feels like it too.
Well, let's say your old Auntie Ann could get you out of this contract. How would you stop playing music that suck?
Yeah, hell yeah. If you could, you could get me out of this contract. I'll play you anything you want. I just, I don't see it happening.
Right, because we're looking to. Well, sometimes in this world when we don't got anything else, the only thing we can hold on to is a little bit of hope. And sometimes things just twist around unexpectedly. But don't you worry, because we'll have a show for you to do by the end of the week.
Yeah.
But
You
we'll
can
get you
open
out of this
for us.
contract first, don't you? Yes, you can open for Peppa. Peppa's got a lovely band, apparently.
All right.
It's us.
It sounds fun.
Oh.
Here's
It's us.
hoping.
I'm in this band. I haven't been in a band since I was a little girl. This is so exciting.
Does Mr.
What,
Colanderer play in the band?
Yes.
Well, it's not my first passion, but occasionally, if they need me to sing or read a poem in Celestial, then I'm willing to do it.
Oh, that's lovely. I gotta, like I said, I gotta get back to you. I don't have a super amount of freedom here, so it's nice meeting y'all.
Wait, who has your
You said the
contract?
contract?
For the cigarette, hon.
Huh? Who's my contract? Well, it's less of a contract and it's more of how would I put this? A me?
Well, we'll just go talk to the owner.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
Let's do this.
I'm gonna go back to the singing.
Happy protest.
Thank you. All right. What do you guys want to do?
Well, we should seek out this owner, this Joe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like the best thing to do.
So you're heading back in the bar? Yeah, so you head back in the bar. It's packed with sailors. Behind the bar, there's kind of like, I think it's like a blonde elf, and he's got his hair slicked back, and he's got his like shirt like open down to his belly button.
Oh, hi.
Which...
Oh, hey. Can I get you folks anything?
Do you happen to be
contract.
the manager?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm the day manager. I do some managing.
We're interested in speaking to the manager. This Mr. Joe?
Oh, okay. Yeah, Joe's the owner. Yeah. You don't want to talk to Joe, probably.
Why's that?
No.
Because he kind of sucks.
Like lollipops?
No, like life in general.
Is he on a strict contract too, hun?
No, I can leave anytime I want. Why, are you talking about poor Steamy?
Sure
Yeah.
is.
Poor thing up there in that safe. I don't know I don't know how she does it.
Up in the safe,
Yeah, we need her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need her out of that contract.
Yeah, that would be cool.
More about this safe.
Do you want to maybe make a persuasion roll? Are you frozen?
There, she's back.
Am I frozen? Hi.
No,
Do you want to
you're
make a
back.
persuasion roll?
No, I am.
Okay.
I do want to make a persuasion roll. I think I have okay persuasion.
Oh God, do we not have persuasion in this group?
I'm a monk, so I don't have persuasion.
Okay, so what is that roll?
6.
I don't know if I should.
It's a 6.
I don't know if I should really say anything more than that. Mr. Joe's a famously private individual.
Where does he live?
Not even for this hard candy.
Where does he live?
Yeah.
For a hard candy? I just told you he's a private individual. You asked me where he lived and offered me candy.
Yes.
That's a persuasion of 6-4.
I mean, yes, I will take a candy. I'm probably going to keep his residential address to myself. He's upstairs in the office. Look, if you want to talk to him, you can talk to him. It's your funeral.
Yes, upstairs.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
All right.
Well, bar person, thank you for your time. Well, we will go upstairs.
Thank you for the candy.
You're welcome, hon.
Oh, awesome. So you
Should have had him eat it in like the white carriage.
Just gonna blame it on that persuasion of 6.
So you guys head upstairs and you head in kind of to this dimly lit hallway. It's kind of musty and it smells like the bathroom that looks to be at the end of one of the hallways. At the top of the stairs, you can kind of you can see 2 doors down to the left and 2 doors down to the right. On the left, there's the bathroom and a closed doorway, and then 2 closed doors on the other side.
We're just gonna start busting down doors, or what are we gonna do?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
first door, like
Absolutely. Let's bust down some doors. Which door would you like to bust down?
first one on the left.
First one on the left. Okay. So you head down that way, and that's the door by the bathroom. What does busting down a door mean for this party?
Kind of like grabbing 2 hands onto the knob and like shaking it until someone opens it.
Okay, so you're not going to actually try and open the door. You're just going to shake the door. Okay.
Let me in.
The doorknob starts rattling, and it's like the door is like loudly rattling in its frame. And on the other side of the door, you hear.
Oh no.
It sounds like there's at least 2 dogs in there barking.
Can't go in. My family had dogs. To the next door, then.
Next door is the open door to the bathroom. It's a bathroom.
Oh. I'll go
I need
use
to
it
shake
real
that
quick.
down.
Do you want to? Anyone want to use it or?
Oh yeah, I'm
You guys
using
good?
it. I'm just gonna.
Okay. You
I'm
closing
gonna
the door?
use it. I don't know about you. No,
Okay.
leave it open. I feel like after Pepper Bay does his thing, he wants to let it air out, so he'll leave the door open.
Okay.
Yeah, go to the next door and.
Yeah, you head down the hallway and you start shaking the handle of a door again, and you hear on the other side, "Hey, what is that? What you doing?
It's Pepper Bay.
Do you want to come in, Pepper Bay?"
I do, with my 2 comrades.
All right, come on in.
Oh, okay.
You open the door and there's this like tiny, grubby little kitchenette, and there's this like enormous orc, and he's sitting at this like table. He's wearing like a little black tank top, and he's got this like enormous sandwich in front of him. All right.
Drop the sandwich.
I mean, what?
Drop
it's on
it.
a plate.
Oh,
Or not?
okay, I guess it is
He
drop. Yeah.
puts his hands up.
All right, Auntie. Interrogate.
Hi, hon. Do you know where Joe the owner is? We're looking to talk to him about a contract that he's holding.
Yeah, his
Probably
office is-
illegally.
Yeah, his office is on the other side of the hallway.
Does it have dogs in it?
No, the dogs are down at the other end of the hallway.
Oh. Yes, forgive me, my spatial reasoning ain't what it used to be. This is what happens when you get
Oh,
old.
it's all right. It's not good for me either. I go this end, this end.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in this hand office.
What's your name?
What?
Terry.
Is that sandwich
Terry?
season, Terry?
Is it gonna be a problem if it is?
Let's find out. He'll put like one of the coins he got earlier onto the table. Call it.
Ed's. No, Tails.
Are you sure? This is a very important coin toss.
Oh, fuck. Ed's.
Just gonna flip it.
Tails.
All right, I'm gonna roll. Let's see what we got. We'll do one as heads. What's tails? I forget what he called last.
Tails.
I think he called Tails.
Okay, excellent. I'll hand him the coin. You're lucky.
All right. Thank you. Is this the end of this interaction?
I believe it is. Don't put it in your pocket. Very lucky coin.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, Terry. I'll leave him a candy as well.
Oh,
Thank
yay.
you for your help.
No problem.
All right. Bye, Terry.
Yeah, there's one other door on the other side. You start rattling it. Fucking stop! What are you doing? Someone,
Can we
hear,
come
like,
in?
A scuttle of feet, like, and opens the door. And there's a dwarf there in a very fine, expensive-looking suit. He's got gold chains around his neck. His shirt is like wide open, so you can see his hairy chest and the gold chain against it. His hair is slicked back. His beard is immaculately oiled. What the fuck are you doing?
Your beard. I can't look at it.
Yeah?
I want to pepper it. Colander. Dirt. Get it.
What? Who the?
What? Well,
What is this interaction?
you are this Joe, yes?
Yeah, I'm fucking Joe.
You can
Oh,
calm
you shouldn't be
down with
fucking-
all this cussing. There's no
I was-
reason
I
to
was-
be.
Is this a cussing-free channel?
No, we are very mature here.
Oh, all right.
I'm just saying.
We're
No,
messing with. I think this is just all about messing with Joe right now.
this
Yeah.
is a very Joe-centric time for a good old-fashioned talk about politeness.
You can't come into my fucking club and tell me I
Oh.
can and can't use my favorite word. The
Well-
fuck word.
Stop being a little bitch, Joe. Just listen to Colanderer.
Whoa, semantics and the word games aside, we were interested in your singer downstairs being released from their contract.
Oh, all right. You wanna buy her out of the contract, eh?
We sure do.
Ah, you should have said you were here for business. Come on in. And
Hardly gave us a
let-
chance, but
let us-
thank you.
he ushers you into his office, which is this very small room dominated by an enormous wooden desk and a huge combination safe. There's some files and folders and leather ledgers on the desk, and a big ostentatious painting on the wall of Joe with his two enormous durian dogs, which are these dogs with this kind of this green fleshy skin covered in spikes.
Is this one of those scratch and sniff paintings? And he'll go up and be like,
No! That is a very expensive commission. Stop looking at it! Are we doing business? We do business.
I hope so.
Yes.
All right. I will.
Colanderer is a lawyer, so he can handle this.
All right. So, Miss Steamy is obviously the former lead singer for the band Rad Vibes. I put a very high price tag on that. Not too high, mind you, because she is a little past her sell-by date. So let's call it an even $25,000, and well, we can be on our fucking way.
That seems
$25,000.
Yeah, and how's your 401 doing?
I mean, it's serviceable, but
Could we pull that out for this?
25,000 is that's a lot of clams you're asking for here, buddy boy.
Oh yeah, it's some serious cheese. It's a nice bit of bread, but it is steam-made chips.
Don't say food stuff. It triggers a curse.
Oh, Peppa. Oh, huh.
Did he just say curse? He's not cursed, is he?
He might have. He might be.
I am cursed.
What's it to you?
All right. Well, he licked my office.
Just one aspect of your office.
I don't want you cursing any aspects.
Listen, hon, if we're gonna talk about a serious quiche here, we gotta see this contract first. See, Mr. Colanderer will tell you himself that you don't sign nothing until you read it. So, I ain't no spring chicken. Hand me the contracts.
Roll persuasion.
Wishing I had not made done more with
No,
charisma.
I think it's better that none of us took charisma.
It's an 8.
All right.
Do you have disadvantage?
Yeah.
No, I think I'm just rolling low.
But you roll 2 dice every time you roll.
Yeah, I
don't know why it's doing that. It's just rolling 2 dice every time I roll now.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
Sometimes that's just a feature where you can roll 2 dice and you just use the first one if you're not using advantage or dis.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's
pretty cool.
Mr. Colanderer is so wise.
It does often throw me though. I'm looking at that second dice like, oh, that number's better and I want it, but I can't have it.
Well, how about no? There's not really a contract anyway. It's more of, gentleman's agreement, so to speak.
You're holding a lady on a gentleman's agreement? I think you need to do some soul searching, son.
I have done plenty of soul searching. I will tell you that I have done many classes on mindfulness. It's a big part of my life now. I wouldn't go back and have it any other way. I feel perfectly fine about this arrangement.
Look,
you said
Joe.
so to speak. That suggests that there is more to it than simply an agreement between so-called gentle people.
Will you roll persuasion for me, Mr. Colanderer?
We super believe in you. Can we turn
exactly.
Mr. Colanderer into a sorcerer real quick?
I don't think we need to.
That's a 20. Unnatural.
Oh,
All right,
Unnatural.
since you can't get this through your thick heads, I'll show you exactly what I mean. And he stands up and he walks over to his safe and he kind of like he puts his body kind of like in front of it so you can't see what he's doing, and he goes and then there's a large ka-chunk, and the safe door swings open, emitting a hiss and a thick cloud of sparkling pink dust. And he pulls back the door to the safe, and inside is a goblin woman wearing the largest wig you've ever seen, encased in a stalagmite of crystalline pink candy. There she is.
I think I'm in love.
Yeah. I just keep it. I just keep her in here, and she.
What the heck is this?
Yeah. Oh, it's like a funnel for her brain. I keep her in here, and then it channels her mind into the little candy goblin downstairs, and no risk of her running away because she's here. It's pretty good, isn't it?
How did she
Let me ask
agree
you-
to something like this?
She had a lot of debt. Yeah, she was. Oh, there was every thieves gang in the whole boroughs was after her head. It was very easy.
Mr.
Honestly,
Joe, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a rock candy?
You be licking for quite a long time here, buddy. Yeah, you need at least 4 tongues.
Of tongue? Oh, there's 4 tongues right here.
No, we're not licking. Okay, I'm closing this safe. This is weird. And he.
You keep a woman in a crystalline worm here?
Yeah, can I make an acrobatics or athletics to like stick my hand into, like do a flip and stick my hand into the thing before he closes it?
Honestly,
yeah, absolutely.
I want to help you with this by either like pushing Joe out of the way or whatever it would take to help
Give
him.
me like a little boost, like launch me from your well-built shoulders.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man, my first roll. All right. So acrobatics, yeah, and can I get advantage?
If I offer help.
Yep.
Yay.
Absolutely.
All right. Here we go. All right. First roll. Second roll. So 18.
Yeah, Anne cups her hands and you step right into them. They're surprisingly firm and steady, and she launches you into the air. You knock Joe out of the way as you just stop the safe door from closing on time, and you knock him onto his ass. You have a couple of seconds to act before he reacts. He kind of he falls back against his desk, and you think he hits his side, and you knock the wind out of him.
Ooh,
what do you do?
Grabbing this goblin, and yeah, I'm just gonna grab it and like hold it up above his head.
You go to grab it. It's much too heavy.
Oh God!
For like one little person to pick up. You're tugging at the stalagmite, and he pulls a little box out of his jacket, and he presses a button on it, and he says, "Oi, steamer, get up here!" And you hear, and the door explodes open. And the little candy Steamy is standing there with enormous candy spikes sticking out of here. Roll initiative.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Okay. Anyone get over 15-ish? What are we looking at?
22.
22. Okay, going with Anne. Pepper and Colander, what do you get?
9 for me.
13 for me.
Perfect. Colander and Pepper. This door splinters open, and this spiked armored candy goblin is standing before you. Anne, what do you want to do?
I'm still on Joe. I think I kind of want to roundhouse kick him in the face.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because I think that would be fun. That's a fun thing that I can do.
He's prone, so take advantage because he's on the floor. So it might not be a roundhouse kick, but it'll be a kick.
It's a 13. I'm rolling like dirt, but it's all right.
Yeah, he's just wearing a business suit. Doesn't really serve much as armor. And you pop him right in the face with your foot. Do you want to roll damage?
Yeah. If it's not going to be a roundhouse, it could just be like a high drop of the heel. Oh, I think I hit the wrong thing again. It didn't roll damage. Sorry.
That's all right.
Roll 20 and me sometimes don't get along. It's a 5.
Yeah, you pop him right in the mouth as you bring down your foot on his chin, and there's just a spurt of blood goes flying up into the air. Do you have anything else?
I think for this turn that's all I'll do for this one.
Oh,
just kind of keep him in place.
Yeah, he spits out blood and he says, "Fucking hell, lady! My mouth!" And Mr. Conder, it's your go.
There's Joe on the ground, and we've got the big one with his stuff. I'm gonna use food poisoning on the big one, which will require a Constitution saving throw, and let me get this moving.
So you're casting this on the candy goblin in the doorway?
Yes, and actually,
okay.
It is a roll to hit, and if it hits, then we need to throw. That will be in 11.
Do you want to maybe roll an insight before you roll that?
Sure, I could use an insight here, and roll that again. Let's try our second attempt, which will be a 19.
Beautiful. You think that this doesn't have any kind of physical form beyond the candy shell, which is just encasing Steamy's mind. Her body is actually trapped in the safe and is just being transmitted into the goblin. So there's nothing to poison in the candy construct.
So if there's nothing there to poison, and this goblin is just being used, I will communicate that's some kind of empty sugar golem, and instead try to take it down with how about a little bit of linguine lash?
Yeah, lay it on him.
Now this one is a DC 14 dexterity save. If they miss it, they will take 6 spaghetti damage.
All right. They absolutely miss it. And hold on. Let me just check. Are they vulnerable to spaghetti damage? No, they're not. But yeah, you lash across the candy golem, and you see some of those spikes on her shoulders splinter off. And you see some cracking of the shell across her chest. Is it your go, or do you have any?
That'll be it for me.
Pepper Bay, you're up.
All right. Pepper Bay is going to aim a crossbow at the person on the floor, or Joe, and shoot him.
Okay. You are probably
your
going to have
dog off.
disadvantage. You're going to have disadvantage on this because he is prone.
Excellent.
Ooh.
11?
Ooh.
No.
So you shoot this crossbow bolt, and it embeds itself in the desk next to Joe's head, and he goes, "Oi, oi! When did we escalate to shooting crossbows at each other?" Do you have anything else?
Some of the mech. No, that's it for now. I'm just gonna move forward. I'm just gonna get really. I'm just gonna move close to him, so I hopefully don't miss next time. It's gonna be like,
Yeah.
okay, right in the face.
He takes that pad out of his pocket, or he holds up that pad and he boop, 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 presses some buttons on it, and he says, "Steamy, fuck him up!" And the candy golem sticks out its arms like this, and you see several of those spikes like appear from its body, like, and then it squeezes its body, and they fire out across the room. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
$14.
21.
18.
So Mr.
Dang,
Ravi
Pepper.
Colanderer, Mr. Ravi Colanderer, one of these needles embeds itself right in your shoulder, and you take 4 damage. The rest of you kind of hit the floor quick enough, and they embed themselves in walls and all along the desk. These large candy spikes. And it's your go.
All right. Joe seems sufficiently kept in his place, and there's this candy goblin. So I think I'll take on the candy goblin. I'll take out the quarterstaff and just kind of whip it out and just kind of go for the crossbody blow, and we'll start with that and go from there.
Lay it on him.
Come on. 15.
Yep, 15 hits.
All right. As I learned, this damage doesn't work. So 8 damage on that, and then I believe with martial arts as a monk, I do get an unarmed strike as a bonus action if I don't do anything else, even without spending the key points, which I've just called them pie points. So I will make another kind of like flick the stick and come around with the leg.
Yeah, absolutely. Pie points. Love that.
But 12 on that one.
That one misses.
Okay. Just kind of like has it got the footing, like, oh, I'm a little out of practice, I see.
Yeah, and you crack it with that staff, and you see the crack that was made earlier just start to widen and move across the little goblin's body, and it's starting to kind of like spider web across the whole front of their torso now. Is that your go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Colander, you up?
Well, I think I'm going to add a little more heat to this situation and cast Refire Bolt at the sugar golem, which will be a 19.
19 hits.
That will be 9 fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, and you see the kind of spikes and her chest just starting to like char and kind of bubble where the sugar is kind of boiling. And it's kind of like peeling away in chunks. The side of the goblin's face now is kind of like been burned off, and it's just kind of like half goblin face and this half terrifying skeleton face.
Making a bit of caramel out here. That will be my turn.
Yeah, and it does smell like burning sugar in here. You're starting to cook right now. Pepper, it's your go.
Yeah, I'm going to try to shoot this guy in the face again.
The gentleman on the floor.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I'm like, stay still, darn it. I'm trying to shoot you in the face. Ooh. Yeah, so 23 either way.
23, yeah, bolt shoots out and goes rocketing towards his face. Roll damage.
Excellent. Pew, pew. 8 damage.
8 damage, yeah, and it slices. I think he turns his face at the last moment, and it slices right across his cheeks and nose and just cuts right across his face. Oh, motherfucker! Ah! You have anything else?
Call it off or I'm shooting you in the beard next.
Roll intimidation.
This is just a straight roll. Come on! No!
What was that? Is that just a 9? All right.
Yeah.
He like there's blood pouring from his face. He leans up on his elbow and then he pushes himself up off the floor, and there's just like little rivers of blood kind of like streaming down his face. And he said, "That's fucking it. Hey, Steamy, put that one in the dirt." And he backs off into a corner, and Steamy, or not Steamy, the goblin construct turns and focuses right on Pepper Bay, and it reaches out and is going to swipe at you with this enormous like candy hand that looks like you see bits of candy run down their arm and form around its hand, making this enormous candy glove, and it reaches out and grabs for you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty, and 17?
Yeah, and it swipes in front of you, and you can like feel the sheer force of this thing as it thrums past your face as you hop skip backwards. Let's go, Anne. And what are you up to?
Gonna keep beating up this goblin. It just attacked Pepper. I mean, honestly, it was, Joe's fault, but we get it. So I think we'll go for the same move of a quarterstaff first. Try to get the extra kick in if we can.
All right.
It's only a 9 on the quarterstaff.
That is a
probably
miss.
not great.
No.
But on the unarmed strike, it's a nat 20. It looks like, so 26.
Ooh, yeah. Lay that critical on him. For a critical, what I like to do is I like to double the dice roll and then add roll twice the amount of dice that you would be rolling, and then add your modifier.
Okay. Which makes it 7 damage on that.
Cool. Ooh. All right.
Hydrate.
So you take a swing at this thing with your quarterstaff, and it zips out of the way. And it seems like it has like some sort of defensive protocols running, but what it doesn't notice is that like you pushed it into a place where your foot was exactly coming, like as it was going this way, your foot was coming this way, and connects right with the side of its face, and clink, it smacks right against the side of the goblin's face, and it just shatters. And the construct just slumps forward onto the floor. All right. I'm sorry. That thing cost a fortune.
Now help us lick it and free this person.
What?
Or if there's an easier way, we would also do that.
Are you sure you wouldn't prefer maybe some free drinks at the bar? I got some coupons for some 50% off.
We'll also take that.
All right. And he boop, 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 presses a couple of buttons on that little pad, and you just see that crystalline stalagmite just start to melt away. And there is this little old goblin who is wearing this enormous blonde wig, and she falls onto the floor, and she coughs, and there's kind of there's pink liquid coming up out of her lungs, and she coughs it up, and then she stands up and kind of dusts herself off, and she says, "Thank you." And she walks over to Joe, and she just lays a fist across his face, and he just falls back and is completely knocked out. All right, so you said I'm opening for Pepper Bay, was it?
Yeah. Well,
Working title.
we're trying to get Rad Vibes back together. So, you are stop number one.
You never really mentioned that you were getting Rad Vibes back together. We haven't played in 20 years.
I know. I was at your last show.
Oh my God. Oh, I remember you. Oh, okay. Yeah, you were wild.
You remember me? I was there with my parents.
Oh, okay. No. Do you want to maybe describe your parents in detail?
No, it's too hurtful to think about them. They died that
Okay.
night.
All right.
The whole family slaughtered.
Oh, they died that night?
Yes. I mean, technically, I guess it was the morning of the next day.
It wasn't something we did, was it?
I don't know. Was it?
Well, how did they die first? And then I'll...
Pepper demon.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm not... Yeah, I'm not a pepper demon. I thought you were Pepper.
I'm Pepper Bay.
And parents were killed by a pepper demon. Did you take on the name of the demon when they killed your parents, or?
I was bitten in the kneecap by this pepper demon, and so I'm cursed.
To be named Pepper.
That's part of it, yes.
Okay, right. Well, you seem like you got a lot going on. Look, I'll be more than happy to play with Rad Vibes if you can get them back together. You know, a couple of guys are still in the city. If we're gonna get Hunger to play with the band, you better gather the rest of the band, and if you can convince them to meet me at Rad Manor in the Wintergreen, then yeah, we'll see what we can do. No promises though, because you know, without going into too much, the rest of the band doesn't super get on with Hunger James.
All right. Well, we will do our part to get everybody back together. You take care of yourself, and I assume you know what to do with a guy like old Joe here. You're a smart lady. You figure it out.
I know what to do. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
alright.
definitely kick him in the
If I
nuts
don't
on
see
the
the
way
crime,
out.
it didn't happen.
Right up
Yeah,
the leg.
Pepper, I'm
Pepper,
so
you
proud
get-
of you.
you get a little nut shot as you leave. You head downstairs. You head back out into the docks district. That's one member of Rad Vibes down. What do you guys want to do next?
Yeah.
Did you write down the other ones, or do you need me to refresh your memory?
Dusty
I did-
Sandwich,
no, I
Scuggs
wrote 'em
Mulligan.
down.
And
Yeah.
if we should get hunger
just-
last, then do we want to go to Rosemary's for Dusty? Or do we want to go to Large Marge's Large Marg and Spiced Meats?
I love spicy.
I guess it's which is closer to where we are currently.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking about your knees.
The-
You know, tired old lady. Gotta sit sometimes.
Would it be possible for me to use a little frosting, a cantrip, to add a bit of a warm sensation with just a little frosting to Auntie Anne's knees to ease some of that aching?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, Mr. Colleran. You're so sweet.
Frost
I'll
up that
wave
old
my
lady.
spaghetti spoon. And frost that old lady's knees.
Oh, you're so sweet. I haven't had my knees frosted in 20 years.
I'm glad to help.
Was that on the night that they played? The last night they played as well?
I guess so. It probably was. Julius was a wild man. His day.
Does Anne get health back? Is that what's happening?
No, it's really more of a flavor kind of thing and a small assistance. There's no actual practical value in what I've done.
Okay.
Unless
You're a
you
little sweeter.
ruled that there was, but that's at the Game Master's discretion.
What cantrip was it? Is it like what was it flavored from?
Wait, I actually need to look at the list again. I might have actually used Sample Platter because what I did use was Minor Illusion instead of Prestidigitation. But I am looking for the Prestidigitation effect of a small, fun thing.
Look, maybe roll a d4 for me, and maybe like your knees are getting a little hot, a little swollen, and icing them up a little bit provides a tiny bit of relief.
That will be a 4.
You get 4 healing points. There you go. Go on, take that.
I was already at max. Is this just 10 hit points that I could just have, or?
Yeah, take 10 hit
I
points.
didn't take any damage.
Yeah, I like that you're thinking about your other party members. Yeah, that should be rewarded. Beautiful. So you said you want to see maybe who's closest. Dusty is in the Marrows, which would be the closest to the fisherman's lunch, which is where you're now. So do you guys want to head there?
Oh yeah.
So you head back to the Marrows. You walk past the theater. You see Scobie outside smoking. He waves at you. You head down to Rosemary's. Rosemary's is like a filthy shack on a muddy stretch of the Marrows. And despite the district being quite tightly packed, Rosemary's has a tidy patch of land all to itself. A sign above the door reads, "Scrapers only." And across the street, a muddy child plays a game of throwing rocks at other rocks.
I'll go interrogate the child. I'll head towards this child.
Alright. Nice, Peppa. Take a candy. Take a couple candies for the kid.
All right. Hey. Hold out
And
his
one
hand.
for you,
You want
obviously.
a candy?
Oi,
Would you like a candy?
what you want, mister?
I want you to take this candy out of my hands.
I don't want your candy.
Why not? It's
I'm taking no
Regular
candy
candy.
from no candy weirdo.
What's your favorite
And-
candy?
He picks up a rock. He says, my favorite candy's you getting out of my face.
He'll drop the candy. Remind me of my little sister. She died almost 20 years ago, right after a concert, eaten alive by a pepper demon.
He throws the rock at you.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Oh,
Does a 20 hit?
yes.
Yeah. This rock just, like, bings off you. He picks up another rock.
Oh. Yeah, I pull out my crossbow and load a bolt like, shh, shh. All right, motherfucker, we're done playing. Drop the rock.
He drops the rock.
All right, come eat this candy. Come on, eat it.
He
This
walks
seems
over
a
and-
little extreme. I think we should
Yeah,
all
Peppa-
take a deep breath.
Eat it. Good candy.
Don't shoot the child,
Auntie Ann
Peppa.
gave it. I'm not gonna. Oh, the safety is off. I thought the safety was on. That's my bad.
Why?
All right, child. Look at.
Peppa.
Listen to me. You're gonna listen to Auntie Ann, or you're gonna get me next. All right, Auntie Ann. I warmed it up for you.
I'm immediately gonna sit down next to this child and just hug this little child and be like, "It's okay, it's okay. You're not get hurt. It's okay, it's okay, it's all right. Listen, Peppa's just trying to play a really scary. I don't quite understand it, but I assume it's something the youth are doing game. We're looking for somebody. It's okay. It's okay. Just, yeah, have the candy. It's all right. It's butterscotch. It's nice.
What do you want from me?
So, we're looking for a drummer by the name of Dusty Sandwich. You know the drummer?
I do.
You
I
know
do
him?
some drumming. Are you putting together a
Yeah?
band?
That's good.
Yeah.
We are looking for
really-
a band. Yeah.
I'm really good.
Yeah. Okay,
I
well, you
put,
can be our drummer, but we still gotta.
I put my name
Gotta
on one
find
of those
Dusty
little
too, though.
tickets that you tear off, but nobody takes them.
Oh, well, I'll take one. Peppa, take the kid's drumstick thing. Mr. Colanderer, what a...
He'll go up with his crossbow. All right, hand it over. Come on.
He heads over the little, it's got his address on it and a picture of drums.
Now I know where you live. Put it in his pocket. Shh.
Okay, all right. Mr. Colanderer, please get Peppa to put the crossbow down. Please,
Pepper,
I'm begging you.
I think that it's just a bit
Over.
unnecessary to be
Yeah,
so
yeah.
aggressive towards an itty-bitty muffin like this.
He's our size. He might even be bigger than us.
We zoom out and he is
mean-
bigger than you.
But this is a youth. We're grown-ups. And grown-ups should be good to muffins like this fella. Right, champ? And I'll extend a hand for a little fist bump with the kid.
And he puts his hand above yours and drops a rock into it.
I'm gonna make the rock look really colorful and smell like baked goods. using sample platter.
Oh! And he takes the rock back, and he puts it in his mouth.
No, don't do that. No.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it.
All right.
Lick it before you put it in your mouth.
Did you say you were looking for Dusty Sandwich?
We sure did.
Sure did.
The drummer for Rad Vibes?
Mm-hmm.
He's in there.
Okay.
And he points across the road to the Rosemary's.
All right. I'll pat his cheek and then start walking to Rosemary's and just kind of like look at Pepper like,
Okay.
what did you just do to this child? The trauma.
He's like twice my height. I was being accosted. You guys saw that. I was just offering candy. And he threw a rock at me. Just
Oh,
like
Pepper.
the pepper demon threw a rock at me 20 years ago.
So you...
He threw
sorry.
a rock at you?
Yeah.
He threw a rock at your family? I thought he devoured your family.
But first he threw a rock.
So you guys
all makes sense
cross... You guys cross the road, and you walk into Rosemary's, and the smell hits you like a brick wall being shoved up your nose. It's as if a rotten egg was given a gun and a monster truck. The bar is dimly lit, sparsely decorated, and partially filled with these folks in these heavily stained overalls. A few of them turn and regard you with like a bemused expression when you walk in. And everyone, please make a DC 12 Constitution save.
Oh no.
21.
15.
20, not nat.
15. Pepper, you feel nauseous to your guts. Everybody, actually, you feel bad. You can taste this kind of like acrid smell at the back of your throat, and it runs down into your chest, and you can feel it clawing at your chest. Pepper, it hits all the way to your stomach, and it does a somersault, and you gotta puke somewhere.
Yeah, I'm where's the kid? How far away is he?
He's out the door and across the street.
Alright, he's safe. But yeah, I'm just gonna throw up on the lawn, like.
Yeah. You throw up in there. It barely. It doesn't change the smell of the place. As long as you are in here, Pepper, you are going to have disadvantage on any rolls, because the smell is so like present in the front of your mind. An enormous.
Horrific.
An enormous muscle-bound dragonborn woman covered in scars leans over the bar, and she says, "What are you doing here, dearies? This here's a scraper bar. I can't be in here." Okay, yeah, that's what I mean.
Well,
We're looking for
maybe
some
we
labor.
aren't scrapers, but like Auntie Anne's saying,
You're
Yeah,
looking
we're
for
looking-
someone. Who are you looking
Yeah,
for? Is it
yeah.
me?
I mean, it could be. You're a little young for old Annie Ann here. But, no, we're looking for Dusty Sandwich.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Dusty's over there in the corner. And she points to the corner. And there's a person sitting at a table on their own, nursing a half-empty brown bottle. They're an older tiefling with high contoured cheekbones, an eye patch, and glittery eye makeup on the other eye, and this enormous back-combed hair. And they're wearing the same uniform as everyone else, but like from the head up, it is just all rock and roll.
Gonna head over there then.
Yeah, you
Thank
head
you,
towards
dearie.
Oh, thank you, lovey. And, maybe we'll discuss that date later.
Oh, hon. Danny is just gonna walk away. Like, I'm a little old for this, but it's all right.
Auntie Ann, I didn't know you were in the dating scene.
Well, I mean, Julius has been dead for like 15 years, you know. Lady wants to try again eventually.
Fair. Do you ever worry that Julius would be watching while the whole process is happening?
Well, now I am.
As you approach the table, this figure kind of regards you suspiciously, and they clutch their brown bottle kind of closer to them, and they kind of like slink back in their chair. Can I help you?
Yeah.
We're getting the band back
seems
together.
like it.
You're opening for us.
You're getting the band back together?
Yep.
What band?
Your band. You're a drummer. I guess. To be honest, you're right up there with the bassist, I guess, in terms of knownness and coolness. Not a lead man. You're the drummer.
I see you're confused. No, I'm a scraper. I don't drum anymore. I scrape.
Scraping,
I don't
drumming.
do.
Fine. Is it the hand motions that mess you up?
No, it's more the smell actually. When you're in the tanks, it seeps into your skin and it's with you forever. You know, you can quit. You can take a shower. I've done everything. I've tried bathing in pickle juice. I've tried praying to the devil. I've tried inviting a government worker to an orgy. Nothing gets rid of the
How'd that
smell.
go?
It was
Government work to an orgy.
yeah, surprisingly lively. But
Speaking
the smell
of orgies, would you come and let us help you if we offer Auntie Anne as a date? She is on the dating scene.
I feel
looking
like
to
that's
mingle.
something you need to discuss first before offering.
Oh my
You
God,
know,
Aunt Auntie,
too
I'm
awesome.
sorry.
It's all
I'm sorry.
right.
Would you
I've got
like?
a little bit of those vapors.
Would you
look,
like to be offered up as a delicious plate of date with this individual?
Listen, scrap of honey. You're a little young, but you know. I remember your band from 20 years ago. I was at your last show.
Oh, I remember. That was a wild night. Say hello to Julius for me.
Oh, well, you know,
Julius
he's
is
passed
dead.
on now.
Well, he burned so bright and so hard.
Yeah, you know what Julius would love if you came and played one last show with Rad Vibes.
I absolutely would, but if I walk into a building, first people are going to start puking, then the guards are going to be called, then they're going to put me in jail. This is just what happened. This is why scrapers have their own bar. This is why my house is on a hill. I'd love to. I'm sorry, I can't.
You know, oranges.
So we just gotta
have
get
a
the
very,
smell off.
Yeah, oranges have a very delicious smell to it, and when you peel the exterior out, some of that smell is left behind. Maybe the same thing can be applied to you, drummer.
Do not peel me. Do not let this man near me. They cannot be near me right now.
I don't think he's gonna peel you.
Look,
Just sharpened my peeler yesterday.
And you and I go way back. I'm not cool with this person.
We go way back too. I was there that day.
Pep is a good. He's a little troubled. He won't peel you though. That's not gonna happen.
Not without
Okay,
consent.
Look, I did hear a rumor that there was a witch who could get rid of any problem, and she helps poor folk like me and all you have to pay is your soul. And so, like, maybe if you could go and like get something off of her, and then come back to me.
You mumbled
right.
there for a second when it came to the payment.
I was just like a living soul.
A, a living
A living soul.
Just a soul. Just
Is that
one.
like
It's
another way to cook your eggs or something?
It could be, but you know, there's three of you. Maybe I don't know. Flip a coin. Anyway, she is in that bubble tea place that you see running around town on the giant pair of chicken legs. You know, Boba Yagas. Yeah.
Oh, like
So
boba, the little balls you put in your mouth and chew on.
Yeah, absolutely. They're great, aren't they? Great.
Oh God, I like
So
putting so
great.
much in my mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Let's.
I don't know where her shop is, but right now, but it should be around.
Let's go put balls in our mouths. Let's do this. Shh.
Oh yeah.
The cost is a bit high. There must be an alternative.
I don't know. Maybe she has like an installment plan.
Ooh, like a layaway.
Yeah, like a layaway.
Let's
We'll
do
just
that.
have
I mean,
to
depending on the
ask.
interest rates. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they'll get you. Then you start owing souls you don't have.
True.
Maybe we'd have to collect souls.
So you guys headed out?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go find the Boba Yaga.
After
Okay.
throwing up on his table.
So, okay, yeah, you throw up a couple of more times, and just like start feeling until you feel good, and then you leave, and you head outside, and yeah, what do you want to do?
Oh, the child's still there, right?
He sees you
Are
come
you
out,
gonna
and he
harass
goes,
the child?
he goes, ah, and he starts running.
Hey, do you have a soul?
He runs off
I guess
into the
that plan
distance.
won't work. Luckily, I have his home address, so backup plan.
Good thinking, Peppa.
Yeah, my pleasure. All right, let's go find these balls.
Yeah, how
Okay.
do we find a balls on legs?
Do you maybe want to roll a perception? You can maybe roll with advantage because all three of you are looking. So just take whoever has the best perception and boom.
The best I did was a 12. So
Okay.
it's probably
Yeah,
you.
Anne's getting old.
Yeah, you kind of spot like it's you're looking around and kind of like around the town, and you can't really see much. You're kind of squinting, and your eyesight's not doing so well these days. And then you kind of feel like the ground shake beneath you, like, and you feel like the entire town is like shaking very so slightly, and you look off across the rooftops and you see bobbing kind of like slightly over the chimneys is the top of an enormous boba cup, and you've probably seen this like traveling around town before. It's just like it's a boba shop, and it's a novelty shop that's shaped like a giant bubble tea cup. But it is traveling at a furious pace. It's moving down Whitefish Road, and heading towards Brandywine and Mucklow. And I don't think Anne is able to see this, but maybe the younger folks in the party can see there is someone like hanging out of the door and waving frantically and going like, "Ah!"
Mr. Collander, did you want to maybe tie a spaghetti to my bolt and I can shoot it and then we just get carried off by it? Sounds like a cool plan us three can do.
If the physics of that are possible, then I would be willing to do that.
Yeah, I think once you're below a certain height, physics just is your bitch.
That would have helped in high school when I took physics.
Yeah.
So maybe, yeah, okay, let's do this. You kind of like look and see where the chicken is running to, and you can kind of work out that it's going to end up a couple of streets over pretty soon. So you head over to these crossroads, and there's let's say there's like two competing taverns on either side of this crossroads, and they've got like two balconies facing each other where like the owners can stand on it and like glower at each other. And you have this kind of wide open space. There's traffic coming and going, and the giant boba cup and enormous chicken legs is coming down the road, and it's going to be here soon.
All right, let's do this.
Perhaps simply a piece of spaghetti across the road to trip the cup up might be a bit easier.
Okay. No, that's fine. I guess if you want to do that, that sounds cool. I mean, I always wanted to do it, but me and my parents used to do it all the time when they were alive.
Yeah.
But, this is cool too.
How about your plan's the backup plan? How about that? If this fails, we'll do your plan.
Oh, that's fine.
So are you guys
I'll
doing
use
this?
linguine lash to create a strand of spaghetti and have it loop around to have a rope effect to slow down these chickeny legs as they run by. Perhaps I could also supplement this with ice bath, creating a frozen surface that gives a little bit of a slippery effect.
Yes, absolutely. So you set up this kind of Wile E. Coyote situation, and this giant cup is like running down the road towards you on these enormous chicken legs, and it's knocking people out of the way and carriages over, and it hits the icy patch, and it slides along the icy patch, and then hits the linguine and falls head over heels, and it actually bangs its cup off the floor before righting itself and sucking in its legs and landing in the road just a boba tea shop shaped like a boba cup with a little door in the front.
Let's do it. Let's go get some balls. Gonna head over.
Yeah, so you head into the shop, and you head into this tiny little hut, which has stacks of drivelly candles bathing the cabin in this like gentle glow. The walls of Baba Yaga's hut are covered in strings of dried herbs. There's a raven that perches on this large skull with a single eye socket in the center of its forehead. And above the counter is this large menu of tasty bubble teas. Behind the counter is this pale elf with dark lips and black silken hair and a long black gothic gown. She turns around as you come in, and she says, "Oh, I didn't see you there."
Hi.
How tall is she?
She is 6'5".
Oh, that's huge step on me energy right there.
Are you here to sample our boba?
We would like to have your boba in our mouth, please. And then we would like to exchange a soul. probably Auntie Anne's for the scraper to not smell like shite.
There's
Oh,
really a
so
lot of there are some
We can-
serious steps that have been skipped in that initial introduction.
yes.
Auntie Anne said they were
Indeed.
willing to date.
I didn't say give up my soul, though. On the
Oh,
end,
I
wants to
thought
play
that
the
was
field a little bit. You know.
Okay.
Yes, and we
1/3 of
haven't
each of our souls.
even had any boba tea.
Okay. How much is this boba going to cost us?
Yeah, it's like $4.50 each.
Okay. You guys
Boba
want to go
prices.
like halfies?
Reasonable.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't bring
Would
change.
Would anyone like to try our new flavor, Up Dog?
What's up, dog?
No! No! No!
Mr. Colanderer!
No, it is actually a rare form of beast that sticks to the ceiling, and we've blended it into a tea. Yes, she makes up a round of bubble teas, and she sits you down at her kitchen table, and she says, "So, what was this about someone giving me their soul? I heard."
We'll exchange one or
Well-
two souls. Sorry, Auntie Anne, you're the negotiator. Go ahead.
We met a lovely person who's a scraper. They smell, but they want to get back into drumming, which they can't do smelling like they do. And they said that you could help
Oh, yes, I could.
for us.
You're breaking up on the other side of that table.
She's very old.
Yeah, you have to forgive me. It's the COPD now. Um, basically, we heard that you can help our scraper friend not smell. For
I
a price.
could possibly work something out. Perhaps a few months of bathing in a bath of refined boba could remove the smell.
Less time, like 1 day, less than an hour.
Un-
We need to have it.
What,
done.
Yeah.
one
Unfortunately,
day?
We do
we need
have
them
until the end of the week.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah,
maybe
you're-
before that, they might
Okay.
want
You're
a
right.
bit of time to practice.
That's so soon. This is like a boba tea show. I have a business to run as well. You know, okay. One day. Okay, we're not doing any magic in one day anyway, but I could build him like a boba suit kind of thing, maybe?
Would
Yes.
additional
That could
help
work.
from a pasta mancer, such as myself, be useful in this boba creation of yours?
Yes. This is going to be a clunky device. We don't have a lot of time, so we are going to need to be able to transport it. So it depends on how strong your spaghetti is, but between the boba house and your spaghetti, we could maybe lift it to... Where are we going? Where is he playing?
Our
It's like this
theater,
old
The
theater.
24 carat.
Oh, okay. I love that place.
24 karat.
Yeah. That's great. Do you guys have like money or what?
We all love it.
Yeah, we just gave you some money.
No, so you gave me boba tea money. I need building an Iron Man suit out of a boba tea cup money. That's some real kashish we're talking about.
All right, let's do a loan, interest rate of 0, over a year period of payment.
No, this isn't a bank. Did you see the chicken legs?
Were those chicken legs? I thought they were people legs. That's my bad.
That would be weird and creepy.
Especially if it was
Would you
hair,
take?
right? Like, do you shave it?
Do you
Could I
shave it?
interest you? I am curious if you shave it as well, and also wondering if a recipe from a pasta mancher's cookbook would have value to you.
Yes. Okay. There is some crossover between boba and pasta, I believe. How about you give me some of your spaghetti spells, and maybe throw in some dresses from the costume department. It's very expensive to dress like this all the time.
Do you, my compatriots, think that sounds fair?
Yeah, that sounds... It's much better than the ideas I had popping in my head. Less
Wait, no,
violent.
what were your ideas? Tell us of
The
your ideas, little
dresses
man.
it is. A few spaghetti spells and some dresses.
No, I'm
Yep,
sure he has
that.
a very reasonable suggestion.
Should I, Auntie Anne?
Peppo, I think we got a good deal going, but I also want to know.
Okay, how about we listen to what he has to say, but I promise not to be offended.
Or I don't want to be judged either.
Or
Okay.
you keep the deal that you already have. This is just for curiosity.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. You see, I have this peeler, right? I got it sharpened 2 days ago. It's a peeler my mom gave me before she died. The same peeler that the pepper demon used to peel her flesh from her bones and then eat her alive after throwing a rock at her. This peeler, as it's sharpened, it will get dirty again. And then, in accordance to this deal, I would use it to peel some off of you. The dirt within the blade is there to cause sepsis in you. It's a kind of a slow, dull death that extends itself over a period of a couple of days. And you'll be laying there, asking for death, and I will look down at you, and I will heal you. And then, maybe through this, you fall in love with me. We get married.
I'm going
Kids.
to stick with the dresses.
Okay. Yeah, there was more, but I guess you don't want to know.
No,
so
there.
that's fine.
I could feel there was a lot more. I know that.
No, I'll keep it to myself. I'll put it in my diary.
Oh, Peppa, you're
Oh.
gonna find your soulmate one day, honey. Maybe not that way, but you're gonna find your soulmate one way.
Yeah, the next
and,
part gets really interesting.
No. Okay, we're not doing the next part. It's been a pleasure doing business for you. I guess send your smelly friend to me, and I'll start working on his Iron Man suit.
We'll
Excellent.
send them right over.
Can we get Boba to go? Do you guys want Boba to go? Or do we want, like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, yeah. Three
I
Yeah.
would love another up dog.
I would like spaghetti Boba.
There is a spaghetti boba which is like an experimental boba that's on the menu, and it is literally just a cup of really really good like Thai tea with just a bunch of spaghetti at the end of it.
Oh, it should have, like, instead of boba, they're like baby little meatballs.
Yeah, there's little meatballs, and also you notice that like this straw has like a little fork, kind of like a prong on the end of it.
Oh, that's awesome. This is great. Yes. All right. Well, I think this is a good time to take our 10-minute break. So yeah, we will be chilling out. Everyone hydrate, enjoy yourself, and then we will come back in 10 minutes in order to ruffle up some more spaghetti feathers. So yeah, we will see you soon.
At 12:30 on a busy Sunday afternoon, every scrap of pork, sausage, and pig hide disappears from salted pork. The town's herd of pigs, numbering in the thousands, vanishes right from under the noses of the ever-attentive druids of the Red Velvet Abbey. Even Stephanie Beaujolais' knee-high pig leather stilettos mysteriously evaporate from the area just below her knees. If you and your friends don't find that pork soon, next week's sausage festival is going to be, well, it's not going to be a sausage festival. Oh, and the world will probably end. But hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm Essie Ormond, and this is Fat Magic, a labor of love and hunger. Fat Magic is a 5e campaign set in a world saturated by delicious and dangerous food magic. It's got more than 250 pages of terrible, just absolutely terrible food puns, off-the-wall culinary adventures, and more kissable hotties than you can shake a carbonated beverage at. The events of Fat Magic will yank your players from a life of peaceful privilege in the foodie haven of salted pork and send them on a journey of discovery across the magic-tainted wilds of the Bouillabaisse. On the way, they'll scrap with a smorgasbord of food-flavored monstrosities in 4 distinctive settings, topple an oppressive ruling class or two, and, if all goes according to plan, save the world from a bunch of reality-ending jerks known as the franchise. For your messy little goblin children, the players, Fat Magic has delectable subclasses like the Pact of the Celebrity Chef Warlock, the Way of the Fermented Grain Monk, the Cold Brute Barista Barbarian, and an all-you-can-eat buffet of culinary spells for every spellcaster. Of course, there's more to Fat Magic than hilarious spaghetti spells and silly food names. At its heart, Fat Magic is a story about community and finding moments of comfort and happiness while surviving within oppressive systems. Those moments are often strange and bizarre and, yeah, pretty funny. They can be sweet and warm and heartbreaking too. If all that sounds like your kettle of fish, then hop aboard and help us reach our funding goal. The base funding level will cover printing, layout and design, editing and additional writing, as well as pack the book with beautiful art from our team of incredible artists. If we get more than that, we're going to start adding more spells, more subclasses, more monsters, and hire folks in the community to illustrate maps and create additional content. And no matter what, every backer gets all the content we produce because nobody should have to pay extra for the full game. And heck, if we make it to $50,000, I'll make a 6-episode podcast developed by the creator of the show Earthbreak, my amazing partner Morgan. Download the free PDF containing the entire introductory act of the game and back Fat Magic now.
Two seconds.
Okay, so we're back. We join our party, and they're standing in a dirt road in the middle of Left on Burner, as the Boba Yaga's hut runs off into the distance. You have a moment standing there to kind of check in with each other and take stock of everything that's happened so far.
So, how y'all doing? Colanderer, are you looking for love too?
I am just looking to keep our family and the 24 karat together.
Yeah, but how about after that?
Some of us do not require or seek, maybe ever, or at least at this time, the romantic companionship of others.
Well, if you ever need a cuddle
Good
buddy,
for
I'm
you.
here for you. Yeah, I cry at night to myself, so having someone be a big spoon is very nice.
We're gonna find you a
Okay.
big spoon, Peppa.
Maybe Colanderer.
And you've been hoofing it around town all day, and it's starting to get a little dark out, and the magic lanterns on the street start to light up. Are you guys? What's your plan now? Are you headed for the last member? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I think unless you guys want to have dinner together, maybe we can do both.
Have a cute little dinner scene and then go to get the last
Yeah,
member.
yeah. What are we thinking?
Yeah,
Well,
I could eat.
since Scuggs is at large marges, large margs, and spiced meat, it would be effective as far as our use of time to make our way there.
I mean,
I
after
could go
some
for a
big,
large marg.
yeah, like after some big boba, give me a thick sausage. Like I am salivating over it. Let's do this.
So you head to the Wintergreen district, which is the town's financial district. All these buildings are tall and sparkling. There's a couple of restaurants dotted around where the accountants and merchants go to eat after work. Um, you go to large marges, large margs, and spicy meats, and it's full of these workers in expensive suits and merchant wear, off the clock and ready to let fucking loose. This place is packed with these like high tables that are so close the servers can barely squeeze through, with their like plates piled high with sizzling meat and these buckets of just luminous green margarita. Every inch of the wall is covered in trophies from Large Marge's adventures and photographs of Marge with celebrities who visited the restaurant. Even Large Marge's legendary weapon, Black Garlic, an obsidian greatsword twice the size of your largest party member, who I think is
Maybe.
Mr. Calanderer is like
Yeah.
tall gnome.
I am a
Yeah.
tall gnome.
And that's hanging on the wall. Manning the counter at the front of the restaurant is this young orc with purple Liberty spikes. Their apron is covered in lots of fun buttons and pins that all the servers in here seem to wear. They look bored. All right.
We would like 3 kid menus and 3, I guess, kid chairs for the table.
And adult drink menus while you at it.
Yes. Let me be clear.
All
We're
right.
not children, but we are smaller than some children.
I understood that.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get blasted, but you're tiny.
Oh, we're gonna
Exactly.
get fucked up. So yeah, let's do this.
All right. And he takes you to like a tall flat top, and you're jammed like right in between 2 large groups of people, and there's 3 tables. He hands you at the menus, and the menus themselves are like shaped like these giant pieces of garlic, and the drink menu, which is like actually twice the size of the food menu.
Also, where is Marge?
This is a franchise, mate. It's like Marge isn't actually here.
Is Scuggs Mulligan actually here?
Oh yeah, Scuggs is here. He's over there by the tip jar.
Oh. How's he looking?
He looks. You look over towards the tip jar, and there is a loaf of bread on the counter.
Is that who we're getting?
Do you want me to bring him over to your table while you eat?
Yes.
All right. And he goes and he picks up the loaf of bread, and he carries it over to your table. And the loaf of bread just kind of like on the front facing part of the bread just has a face on it. Hey!
Oh, I
Hiya,
stopped from
Scuggs.
taking a bite.
Hey! What? Do you start to take a bite?
Yeah, I was like, when he starts talking, I'll be like,
Oh,
no, I misread you.
no, please don't eat me. I'm a guy.
Yeah. How you doing, Skunks?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you for
Yeah.
asking.
Butter, please.
You
Uh,
can't eat him, Peppa.
The server goes and gets you some butter.
Well, Skunks, we're here to have some drinks and a good time, but we also got a proposal
Woo!
for you.
Yeah, lay it on me.
We want to get Rad Vibes back together, and we talked to Steamy, and we talked to Dusty, and Steamy said to if you met her up at the oh geez, I wrote it down, the Rad Manna, she could bring the band back together. What do you say, bud?
Cool, yeah.
Were you always
Oh,
a loaf? Is this normal?
No, I made a wizard angry.
Do you need your hands for your band stuff?
No, I got a harmonica.
Oh yeah, anyone. You're
Do
fine.
Do you want your hands though? Do you want us to fix
Not
the wizard?
particularly. Not really.
You are just the most wonder bread I've ever met.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
heard that the tongue can do much of what the hands can do.
Yeah, I don't think you play the harmonica with your tongue.
Oh, I wasn't. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Usually it's airflow.
Okay. Is that everything?
Yeah, this was.
Yeah,
easy.
I mean, this was easy.
You sure you don't? Yeah, you sure you don't want to attack us, or I don't know.
But would you feel better if I attacked you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Peppa,
Cool.
you look so disappointed.
I just it's anticlimactic. I guess.
Okay. No, wait. I need my magic harmonica, or else I won't be able to go on stage.
Excellent. And what dragon do we fight to get it?
It's over there by Darren.
All right, Darren. Go with his crossbow loaded over to Darren.
Darren's the orc at the kind of like the maitre d' station that you passed on the way in.
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking need the harmonica.
Oh, here you go. You want Skunks' harmonica? Is he gonna do a song?
Yeah. Not
Okay,
now,
there
but
you
later. Oh, okay.
All right.
Thanks. And he'll hop back
Yep.
and plop it down on the table. All right, I got it.
Oh, brave adventurer. Thank you so much.
Excellent. It's just, ever since my parents died, I've been going from thing to thing, and this lull in our activities causes my memories to flicker back to happier times.
My parents are dead too.
They eaten by a pepper deep?
They were taken by old age.
Oh, fuck that guy. Sorry to hear it.
Yeah.
I feel kindred soul with you.
So you chill out with this loaf of bread in large marges, and you order like some food. They've got mostly spiced meats on a stick. Everything is heavily garlicked and oiled, and all of their margaritas. There's no sizing. They just serve them in whatever like containers they have in the kitchen. So there's like a mop bucket. There's like a upside down hat.
Ooh, a wok.
There's a wok. Yeah, there's a couple of guys drinking out of a wok. I think there's a bubble tea. Like you see a person who clearly just used their bubble tea from lunch and filled it with margarita.
Yeah. I would like to eat or not eat, lick the loaf sometime during the night. just a quick lick to see.
He says, "Oh, okay. Let's get to know each other first. No, please.
Yeah,
Can someone
I'll
scoot
wait.
me away?"
I'll wait for later. I'm just curious what you taste like.
I taste like bread. I'm a loaf of bread.
Yes,
That's fair.
but what? There's lots of different kinds of bread, Scott.
I feel like sourdough.
Sourdough?
Yeah. I mean, but do you taste like a human loaf of bread or just a regular loaf of bread?
I'm just a regular loaf of bread. Just getting by in the world. You know? Doing my best.
You're a testament to your people.
Thank you. I usually just like hang up by the tip jar and thank people for tipping.
That's fair.
Do you miss the band?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. They were fun. I mean, they were always fighting.
With yeah.
Yeah, there was a whole thing with Hunger James and Dusty and Steamy. They had kind of a thing going on. It all just fell apart. It was very Fleetwood Mac and Cheese.
I see.
But the things that
a
group of people can do when they write music while hating each other is really special.
Yeah, there was some bangers in there, I'm told. They even let me play the tambourine on some of the songs. That was fun.
Okay, you're opening.
Do you
want
to play tambourine?
Oh yeah, well, like tambourine's my passion, but there's not a lot of tambourine songs in our catalog. Also, I don't have any arms or legs anymore, so.
We play heavy metal.
Oh, I could dig that. Do you need a tambourine guy?
The answer is we play heavy metal.
Okay, absolutely. When do we practice?
Oh God, this is awkward. Colanderer, can you handle this for me? Yeah, I don't know.
I could. I got a bit distracted for a moment. All of these large beverages. I'm usually not much of a drinker.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I think that your talents would be wasted because they suck in our band.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah.
And
Colanderer
you guys
is our
kind
drummer.
And you guys kind of dance around the topic of Scugs joining your band all night, and you get pretty wasted, and you feel good about going and finding the final member of Rad Vibes, Hunger James.
Let's do this. What is it, like 1 a.m.?
Yeah.
It is like 8 o'clock, and you were really inappropriately drunk for this time.
Woo!
Is this a good time to have a shrimp-style dessert that also would allow us to find hunger? do you
I
think?
I have a hankering for chocolate shrimp. Let's do it.
Chocolate shrimp.
What are you doing with shrimp? Do you need to? Oh, you're looking for a shrimp place?
Yeah, we're trying to find them.
Uh,
The missing one.
well, uh, Steamy did say that if you meet them at Rad Manor, that she would help you find Hunger James.
Yes.
That's
Let's go.
right.
Call
Yeah.
a taxi.
Rad
Well,
Manor is a much better idea than dessert shrimp.
You could go to a shrimp place if you
Yeah.
want.
Okay, we'll
would
get
a dessert shrimp
yeah.
like?
We'll
are
get
you
chocolate
just-
shrimp
are
on
you
the
just-
way over.
Yeah.
Are you dipping the
You
shrimp
get
in
shrimp.
the chocolate?
Exactly. That's chocolate shrimp.
But
Uh, you turn up
Or maybe you
at
inject the
Rad
chocolate inside.
You arrive at Rad Manor,
think-
and all of you have newspaper cups of chocolate shrimp that you're finishing off, which are I believe they're like dipped in chocolate and then chilled and then sprinkled with almonds on top.
Oh hell yeah.
Rad Manor is this rundown mansion in the Wintergreen. Its dozens of windows are dark and empty. The large black door is shaped like a massive radish, and it's shut with a heavy rusted chain. And you see Steamy and Dusty are kind of standing outside, and she has a hand on their forearm and is kind of like flirting a little bit, getting back to know each other. They seem like there's no love lost between the two of them. Oh, hi everyone. I see you found Skugs.
Yeah, everything
Yeah.
went well. We just have one last person.
Yeah, well, I feel like he's the difficult one.
The loaf
Why
and
is
or
that?
the one missing.
it's hard to explain. James doesn't really get along with anyone. He's kind of, he's hard to live with, but also he's like in your space all the time. He's very needy.
Mm.
And the ego on that guy. So you ready? You guys want to come inside?
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
All right. I do not have the key anymore.
You don't have the key?
Ooh, I got
It's
this.
been
I'll
20
pick up.
years and I've been in Candy.
I'll pick up a rock and just throw it through a window.
You pick up a rock and you just throw it through a window. There is now a broken window.
All right, let's climb through there.
All right, so you clear out the glass around the window and you shuffle inside into this mansion. Do the rest of you follow?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in through the window and open the door for everybody else.
The door, unfortunately, there's this huge metal chain on it on the outside, so
Oh.
you'd have to remove that before you can.
Yeah.
I made a new
I
door.
don't think I can. I don't think I can just fury of blows like totally go nuts on a chain.
You can if you
One
like.
punch man it.
Excuse me. All right. I will one punch man the chain. I guess what they really are Fleetwood Mac, because they'll never break the chain. I said I only rolled an 11.
Yeah, you punch the chain. It is hard. You're never gonna break this chain.
Nope, can't do it anymore. Too old, can't do it. I guess it's all through the
So
windows for everybody.
everybody shuffles through the window. Who's got Skugs?
I did. I took
He's
him.
tucked under your armpit. The house inside is dark and dusty. It's lit by a few like sparse spears of light poking through these heavy velvet curtains. All the furniture is covered in these like white sheets. And at the end of this lobby is a huge double staircase that winds back on itself. Hunger or Dusty Sandwich, I think, turns to you and they say, "Are you ready?" He
Yes.
fair warning, Hunger sucks.
Like literally?
I literally and figuratively, the guy's a pain in the ass.
Let's do this.
Okay. The members of Rad Vibes stand in a circle in the center of the lobby, and they join hands. Scuggs is going to have to be held, I think, by Anne. So Anne, you're joining the band in the circle, holding Scuggs up. And they chant the chorus.
It's an honor.
They chant the chorus to their hit song, "Hunger is the best sauce." And it goes, "We've had platefuls of hardship, big gulps of loss. But like Mama always told me, hunger's the best sauce. Hunger's the best sauce. Hunger." And the room is plunged into total darkness. Rad Vibes and Ann Brezel start to vibrate with rad white energy. A spear of white light shoots out of the band and pierces the ceiling, forming a well of brilliant light. The well drips and ripples and turns purple. And then you realize it's not purple. It's space. A distant galaxy populated with swirling blue galaxies, unknowable clusters of stars, and one star noticeably brighter than the rest. It's pulsing and growing. No, it's not growing. It's coming closer. It's rocketing at you across the expanse of space. It's coming right at you. It hits the well on the other side, and it fills the room with a brilliant white light. And then a figure draped in golden light ascends from above. They have an enormous head of long curly hair and a purple camo tank top, a cheetah print leggings, and a guitar in the shape of a V. "Hello, piss bags! How's the fucking solo careers going?" And he floats down towards you.
Hunger James.
Oh,
The
if it
one.
isn't Aunt Ann Brezel.
Yep. 20 years old and still rocking though.
Oh, that's my girl.
Hello.
The other members of the band are kind of looking sheepish. They're kind of like grabbing the backs of their necks and scratching their elbows and looking away. All right, well, I was fucking the solo life, eh? Did you blow up without me?
So for my reference, between Danny DeVito and Jeff Goldblum, where does this person fall?
Jeff Goldblum in visually.
Yeah, visually.
But like,
Danny DeVito, Jeff Goldblum. Which on that scale are they?
yeah, Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And there's like a chest thing going on. Like their top is cut very low. This is a man who radiates sexuality.
Sir?
Yes, the little one.
This is awkward. If you ever want to, do you want a one night stand sometime in the next month?
I Personally, I had already decided to kill you all, but let's say if you survive, yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, what?
Roll initiative.
What? Is it so hard
And
that
Oh.
he's cool with me?
And he plays the guitar.
Ooh, I'm getting laid. Oh,
16.
fuck. I got a 5. Just.
Okay.
Distracted by
Colanderer?
the hotness.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I was like, maybe if I kill them, I will also. Maybe we'll live together. Yes.
Colanderer, what did you?
A big 8.
Ooh. Okay. Antienne. And then Hunger James is first in the order. And he says, I can't believe you left me and hooked up with these saddos. And he comes straight for Scruggs, swinging his guitar like an axe. And that's going to be an attack against Auntie Anne. Does a 15 hit?
No, it doesn't.
And he swings his axe, and you duck and zip out of the way effortlessly. Oh, okay. This is gonna be interesting. And he plays his guitar, and it lights up with like brilliant white light all the way up the neck. Auntie Anne, it's your go.
I'm going to gently put Scuggs down and just be like, you hate to see it, folks. You hate to. They say don't meet your heroes, and I'm just gonna quarterstaff and go up and try to hit Hunger James.
All right.
Maybe 21.
21 hits Hunger James.
Cool. I'll Oh wait, it didn't give me the damage on that. Whoopsie, I forgot it doesn't do that. So that is 5 damage, and then I will I'll go for a fury of blows. I'll spend one of my pie points and make 2 additional unarmed strikes to just kind of
Lay it on me.
All right. So a 17 and an 8.
17 hits.
Okay, so we'll do 4. 8 damage. So 13 damage
Nice.
total on my turn.
Boom. Yeah, you zip out of the way, put down the bread, and come flying at him. Quarterstaff in the face, and then boom, boom, 2 followed up with 2 punches. Amazing. Do you have anything else?
I think I'm good for right now.
Okay. Mr. Colanderer.
I will go ahead and cast Apron on myself. And so I don a magical apron and tie it behind me, which will increase my armor class for 8 hours.
Beautiful.
That will take up
Beautiful.
my turn, though. I'm going to back up and get a bit far away as I tie this apron with a nice big bowl of spaghetti being poured out of a pot right on the front. Oh, I
Lovely.
can also bring out my familiar, Miss Cherry, as a bonus action, I believe. And so a little tomato appears on my shoulder that has the little leaves as hair, green hair on top, and nubby little arms, and their face right now is a very angry emoji looking forward at the person threatening us at this moment.
Aww. Yeah, all of that stuff happens. Pepper, you're up.
Oh, are you sure? I got a 5. I guess it is me. All right. So Pepper, after seeing Auntie Anne get attacked, is going to clutch his hand and say, "I think it's time. Can't hold it back any longer. It's time to get zesty." And he's just going to his spine is going to bend upwards as all of his hands and limbs kind of touch the ground, and out of his mouth starts pouring this pepper in large amounts, grinding up, covering his flesh and his body as he twists in agony, and until you see several heads grow out of his kneecaps, with sharp, peppery, grinders on each of them, as he kind of moves forward like this four-legged upside-down spider, completely drenched in this pepper. He's like, "Pepper!" Crawling forward.
What am I looking at, Mitchell?
It is if I fuck around and find out. But yeah, a reclassifying of the blood hunter lycanthrope order. So instead of turning into a werewolf, he is cursed by a pepper demon and thus becomes one when his friends are hurt. So yeah, moving forward to rend flesh from bone, looking like a xenomorph drenched in pepper, or maybe something from Hellraiser. But yeah, let's do this. Come on! Yeah, 22 hit.
22 absolutely hits.
Excellent. Yeah. All right. So D6 plus 5 damage. Seven damage.
Yeah, you turn into this nightmare and you charge him down. Hunger James kind of reels back and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" And you slash at him or snap at him or bite at him.
Yeah, it's just like the pepper grinds against his flesh, trying to take a little bit from it. So yeah. He says, "You done goofed."
And he throws up his hand into the air and he says, "Fuck off!" And he brings it down on the guitar and he boom, strums it, and it releases that buildup of light and it sweeps out throughout the room. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh man.
Oh, 13?
14. I have to
22.
double check what Miss Cherry has to do. Oh, Miss Cherry has to roll her own initiative as well.
Oh, okay. Anyone who got below a 15 is going to take 7 damage and be knocked on their ass. Anyone who got above is going to take 3 damage and not be knocked on their ass.
Excellent.
Well, I'm not going to worry about Miss. Her initiative is not going to be relevant because she's going to explode into a mess of tomato paste when this.
Oh no! Oh no! It's just like my family.
Dave.
Why would you do this to him? What did he ever do?
Oh boy. Okay. So y'all take that damage. The beautiful little tomato explodes, covering the side of Mr. Colanderer's face in just tomato paste.
Oh god, it looks like blood too. Just
And it is back to the top of the order to Hunger James. Hunger James is going to engage in some radical shredding, which he runs his hand up and down the guitar, and you can feel the noise ripping at the inside of your eardrums. And make a Constitution saving throw to stop being blown away by this tasty lick.
all of us, yeah?
Yeah.
Aw, I'm not
A
good at
20 for me.
20 makes it.
18.
18 makes it.
Woo!
And rolled a 12.
And rolled a
And
12.
why?
And you are going to take 10 damage. The rest of you folks are going to take 5. And you can feel the inside of your skull vibrating apart, and little droplets of blood feed from your ears. Sorry. And he throws a saucy wink at you, Anne, and it's your go.
Well, I have to stand up because I was knocked prone, right?
Yeah, so that's half your movement.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't really need the rest of my movement because I'm gonna do full badassery again. But okay, I just had to write about it. So same order of operations. We'll get the quarterstaff out, and that's 22. I can fight.
Boom.
I can get those
That
ones
hits.
right. All right, and I'll use another pie point and get that Fury of Blows on, which gets us a 13 and a 19.
13 and a 19. The 19 hits.
Okay, well I at least get the one hit, so I'm going to use the open hand technique, and I'm going to impose onto him that he needs to make a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone, which I believe for my save for this is, do math really fast. 8 plus 2 plus 2. So 12 is the save. And then I'll
You
roll
bonk
damage.
him with the quarterstaff, and you start coming at him fast and furious, and he actually is taken aback by how fast you've gone from a lying down position to punching him in the face, and he is knocked on his ass.
Hell yeah,
Hydrate,
let me get you
everyone.
damage. Okay, so 15 damage total across those 2 attacks.
Ooh. Yeah, absolutely. He looks pissed. He is not happy at all, and there's a little bit of blood coming down his nose, and he sneers at you. After everything we had on.
I think she's gonna do the Matrix, just not say anything else.
Amazing.
That'll be her turn.
Mr. Colanderer, it's your go.
I will wipe some of the tomato paste off my face as I stand up, and then move my spaghetti spoon wand, the kitchen has been hot and I've been toiling, and now for you, a bigoli boiling. And a pot will appear as I cast boiling bigoli, and 3 large spaghetti noodles fly out towards this mean man. I have to make a few attack rolls. Let me find that. $14, 19, and 12.
The 19 hits.
5 fire damage.
Boom. Yep. And these strands of spaghetti go soaring past him, and then one sears him like right in the chest. And that purple camo top just like burns up, and he says, "Ah, my favorite top." Do you have anything else, Mr. Calanderer?
That will be it.
Beautiful. Pepper monster thing. It's your go.
So kind of eyeing this, the mouth is going to grow larger, and one of the hands is going to reach down and pull out a ghost pepper and squish it in its dirty claws, hurting itself as blood pours from its fingernails onto the ground. So I'm going to take 1d4 damage. Well, I think I just take the full damage. 4 damage. I'm like, pain is just the beginning. Everything will end tonight. And I'm going to attack it with the ghost pepper claw. Oh no! No! The ghost pepper got in my eye!
I'm from another dimension, and this guy is weird.
I'm gonna rend your flesh next turn. Get this out of my eye.
It is. Is that your go, Pepper?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Our buddy Hunger James is lying on the floor, and as a lair action, he's going to run his hand down the guitar, and he says, "Rad Vibes, assemble!" And light shoots out from the guitar and feeds into the eyes of each of the members of Rad Vibes, and they start to pulsate with energy, and you can see like the rad energy cover their body and form like spectral armor over them, and they each summon their own rad weapon. Steamy Chips has this enormous lollipop maul. Dusty Sandwich is dual wielding the French fries of killing guys, and Scuggs Mulligan has a butter knife in his mouth. That's gonna feed.
Eat that loaf.
That's gonna feed right into Hunger James's go, and he's going to use his turn to get up off the floor, and he's going to fly up towards the ceiling. So he's going to use the rest of his movement, let's say 15 feet, to fly 15 feet above you. And there is now, so like there is the double staircase kind of framing this fight, and you're in the middle of the lobby, and he is floating up above you. He is going to take an attack of opportunity for anyone who is right on top of him.
Oh, heck
That would
yeah.
be me. We'll just keep it with the... Only a 9.
17?
17 hits?
Yay! Die, you butt. Alright, so 7 regular damage and 3 fire damage from the ghost pepper.
Cool. He's flying away, and you slash at his legs, and he screams, "Ow! You fucking weird thing!" Handle then, my rad warriors! And it's Annie Ann's go.
All right. He's gone up. 3 warriors around us. I feel like I'm gonna go for Dusty. No, I'm gonna go for Stevie. After all we did to help her, we'll just do the without the flurry of blows. We'll just do the quarter stat unarmed strike version.
Okay.
So 22 on the staff.
Okay, that hits.
And unarmed, 14.
14 damage? Oh no, 14 hits.
No, 14
yeah.
hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
That hits for
Yeah.
Steamy? Okay, so, and then 9 damage total across the 2 smacks.
Yeah. You
Old lady
give Steamy some old lady smacks, and you can kind of see their head turns, and when she comes back, her eyes are just kind of like this dead white light, and there's no kind of like recognition of seeing you there. She doesn't clock that you're who you are. Do you have anything else?
No, I think that covers my 2 moves.
Okay. Steamy's going to make an attack on you. Does a 15 do anything for you?
Nope, doesn't hit.
This old lady is spry. She swings that enormous lollipop maul at you, and you just zip backwards. Mr. Colanderer.
I will wave my spoon wand and release some food poisoning on hunger. So I need to roll an attack. That's going to be an 11.
An 11 misses, unfortunately.
And so that is my turn.
So what misses? Do you spray something at him, or?
With food poisoning, a bug flies out of the wand and tries to jump into the target's mouth, which would then give them some upset tummy damage. But the bug went a little wide this time.
I think what happened was the bug actually, as it was reaching the mouth, Hunger James bit down and bit off the head of the bug, Ozzy Osbourne style, and shakes his head. It is Dusty's go, and Dusty is going to break away from that kind of middle grouping, and is going to make an attack on Mr. Colanderer. They are going to make 2 attacks with their twin fries. Does a 10 hit?
A 10 will not hit.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 hits.
Okay, and that is 9 damage from the second fry as it just whips across your face, and you can feel like the oil on the fry is somehow still bubbling hot, and you can feel it against your neck as it like hits off your shoulder. Pepper, it's your weird go.
Yeah, he's up in the air, so I can't get him, right?
I mean, so he's up in the air. There is the double staircase. Like, feasibly, if you walked up it, you could jump to him, but it would be like something you'd have to try and do, you know?
Oh, let's do it then. Crawling on all fours, like backwards, like.
Okay. Yeah, you're up the stairs, and I think you get to a banister, and are you just you're leaping for him?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll an athletics for me.
We. All right, come on. Not great at this. Okay. 1d20 -1. Let's do it. Come on. 14.
Okay, that's a 14. Yeah, you scuttle up the stairway and you launch yourself off one of the banisters, and everyone else, you just see this terrifying backwards nightmare like spinning through the air, and it looks for a second like it's about to like zip past Hunger James, but a claw hooks onto one of his boots, and you see Hunger James kind of like go like pull a little bit and like lowers a little bit. And there is now this like creature just like clinging onto it and trying to scramble up it.
Come down. That's it for me.
I think that's probably your whole go.
Yeah, that was perfect.
It is Scruggs Mulligan's go. He's a loaf of bread with a knife in his mouth. It's Hunger James's lair action. And he says, "Scruggs, what are you doing? Return to your original form." And Scruggs like spits out the butter knife and he says, "Hey, no, I kind of like being like this." And Hunger James boom plays the guitar, and light shoots out of the guitar and strikes the loaf of bread, and it starts to glow. And he's lifted up in the air. And he's like, "No, wait, no, I like it like this." And he starts to like spin in the air, and you see this 4 foot tall parsnip, with little legs and arms, and it's a little parsnip boy. And he says, oh, wait, is this what I look like?
I want to eat it so badly.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, look, I got a cute little butt.
I'm going to eat your gumdrop buttons.
I'm dragging a whole piece of cake back there.
You gonna bite his ass?
I'm going to bite that ass.
And Scuggs whips out his harmonica and he just starts piping on his harmonica, and he's like beep, boop, beep, boop. And it's gonna be Hunger James's go now, and he is going to start finger picking on the guitar, and you see the guitar starts to like well up with energy. And then these spectral radishes just start to fly out of the guitar from his fingers, and they soar across the room. And there's 5 of them, and 2 of them are going to strike Pepper Bay. 1 is going to strike Auntie Anne, and 1 is going to strike Mr. Colanderer.
Why would you do such a thing?
So 3. Pepper, you take 6 damage. Auntie Anne, you take 2 damage, and Mr. Colanderer, you take 4 damage.
Mr. Colanderer drops to the ground unconscious.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Pepper Bay, do you want to make like an easy check to hold on to his leg? I think you're in a precarious position. I don't think it's too hard to hold on, but you are going to have to do something. It can be whatever you like, I think. Like, it's not a personality check, but it's whatever physical check you want it to be.
Excellent. I will choose acrobatics and just kind of twist my body around him like a snake around his leg.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Come on. 13?
13 does it. Yeah, you manage to scurry around him and hold on.
Like whispering in his ear. This is for Colanderer.
It's given up on him already.
He's dead, yes.
Auntie Anne, it's your go.
I think. All right. This is not playing it like I play healers and so many other things. It's just so weird to like not have a solution for this, and it's other than I think I'll spend another pie and use Step of the Wind to get away. So maybe it's more Step of the Cotton Candy in this case to kind of go over to where Calander is and attempt a medicine check, even though this is not my forte, because we gotta stabilize our boy.
Yeah, I mean, look, Annie Ann, like her whole deal is like taking care of folks. What did you get?
14.
14. Okay. Yeah. So you are able to stabilize Mr. Ravi Colanderer. Colanderer. You were able to stabilize our Mr. Friend. I think so. So we have no healers in the group, right?
I don't
That's
think so.
healing.
Okay. So I think it's reasonable that you guys have like healing potions on you. Let's say like one each. You can. I would like you to tell me what that healing potion is, and it can be something that you had before you started the adventure, or it can be something that you picked up over the course of the adventure in one of the places that we've been.
Ooh. Can it be like old-fashioned Coca-Cola with cocaine?
Yeah, absolutely.
It can be.
I mean,
I was actually gonna go. We're all kind of in the south, but like not further south. But there is the most delightful soda in the south that is cheerwine, and just it's what if Dr. Pepper but more cherry and I think that is exactly the healing potion.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, awesome.
And Mr. Calanderer, what healing potion do you have on your sleeping body?
In my pouch of spices and herbs is a pitch black syrupy potion that tastes of grapes and coriander. It is a very interesting carbonated, bubbly, limited edition grape soda.
There's some real like soda flexing going on here. Okay. And would you like to give up your one healing potion right now to bring back Mr. Calanderer?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Like I'm not in great health, but I'm stable enough. I'll be all right.
Okay. Mr. Calanderer, take a D8 plus 4 health back. As you are treated to a taste of the South, cheer wine.
It is very good, this cheer wine, as I rolled a 7, which will give me 11 hit points.
Okay.
Welcome back, Buzz.
It
Thank
is Steamy's go, and Steamy, I think, is going to take her lollipop maul, and she's going to start swinging around on the spot, almost like an Olympic, one of those people who throws things at the Olympic, and she is going to launch this lollipop up at Pepper Bay. Pepper, does a 13 hit?
No. Bounces off
Okay,
my
this
bottom.
This enormous like lollipop maul soars and shoots up past you and Hunger James and embeds itself in the marble wall, and you hear Steamy hiss like.
Ooh.
Mr. Colanderer, you're lying down on the ground. Your old pal Ann is kneeling above you.
I appreciate the assistance, and that sure was yummy. I will stand, and what do I have left in my cookbook? I will use meatball missiles, waving my spoon, and 3 saucy meatballs fly out, streaking through the air and striking hunger.
Beautiful.
That will be 3 damage, then 2 and 5, for a total of 10 damage.
Beautiful. Yeah, these meatballs come flying at Hunger James, and one like clocks him across the face. Another one hits him in the stomach, and he doubles over. Another one like hits him right in the eye, and you can see he's got kind of like a black eye, and he looks furious. He's breathing pretty heavily, and he like clocks his eyes at you, and he says, "You should have stayed dead."
We'll
and
see
it
what
is-
you do then.
It is Dusty's go. Dusty is going to make 2 attacks on Auntie Anne. A 10 does not hit.
Nope.
A 23.
The 23 does hit.
Okay. So that's 7 plus 3. So that you take 10 damage as this boiling hot oily fry kind of like slashes across your back as you're helping Mr. Colanderer up.
Hey, young man, that's not how you treat an old lady.
And it is Pepper's terrible go.
Yay! Yay! Pepper is going to. 2 of his heads are gonna, with like these elongated necks, are gonna look towards the shoulders of this tasty individual, and then you see like in his mouth the pepper grinders are twisting as he goes for the shoulder to grind up the little bits of flesh. Let's do this. 15?
15 hits.
Woo! Okay. 6 regular damage, 2 fire damage. They start chewing. And then bonus action, I'm going to attack him with the other head. 19. So 10 damage. 6 regular, 4 fire.
Amazing. Yeah, you just sink your nightmarish little weird stuff that you have going on into this poor guy. You're like running circles around him, and he starts scratching at himself, and he's sinking lower and lower kind of towards the floor. And he spins out of control as you're clawing at him, and he smashes into the marble floor, like causing a dent in the tile. And when he does that, he like cracks the end of the guitar off the tile, and you see like a white light running up through the guitar, and he says, "Oh fuck!" And each of the members of Rad Vibes, the lights goes out in their eyes, and they start shaking their heads, and they seem to be like coming back. Also, their spectral armor disappears. Skuggs Mulligan is still dancing and playing the harmonica. Pepper, do you have anything else?
No, other than drooling black pepper onto his face, salivating for this meal that's about to come.
Yeah, he's panicked, and he is going to swing at you with his axe. guitar, and he is 20. Does a 22 hit?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Ow.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's just 6 damage.
Is this a magical axe?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the guitar,
Yeah.
and you can see like, and you can see now like the guitar is like there's that like crack running up it, and there's like magic kind of like spilling out. Auntie Anne, it's your go.
All right. Dusty's right on me still. From the.
Dusty's right on you, but the lights have gone out of his eyes, and he's kind of like,
Okay.
hey, whoa.
All right. Does that just leave hunger at this point?
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
Scuggs is also playing the harmonica somewhere.
Well, Scuggs can play the harmonica somewhere. I assume Pepper's gonna eat his ass at this point, and I'm just gonna let that. That's between Pepper and Scuggs. I'll go for the big boy and just, I guess you could say you give love a bad name, sir. I'm gonna hit you with my best shot. So it's only a 10 on the quarterstaff, but
Quarterstaff misses.
it's a 23 on the backhand of it all.
The backhand hits.
All right. And he's looking pretty rough, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's looking pretty
so
haggard.
8 damage. I forgot the +4. I'll spend my last pie point to give that Fury of Blows in. So that gets a 14 and a 12. I don't think either of those hit.
No. So you run across the lobby and you swing at him. You miss. You take a swipe and he holds up the guitar in front of him and you punch the guitar and that crack gets bigger and starts running down the length of the neck of the guitar, and light starts spilling out more and more. And then you take 2 other punches and he's getting a little worried now and haggard, and you see him kind of like flip the hair out of his face and he's kind of like moving backwards in a panicked manner.
Your time is coming.
And it's Mr. Colanderer's go. He looks at you, Auntie Anne, and he's just got like fear in his eyes.
Good.
Is anyone, since he was backing up, currently standing next to him?
The nightmare child is on him.
Is on him still. Okay.
There's a nightmare
Yeah.
child here? Huh.
With that in mind, I'll continue to play it a bit safe. I will use once more Boiling Begoil. Let's roll that. I believe only one will hit with a 20.
Yeah, 1 hits.
For 8 fire damage. A thick piece of pasta.
Yeah, and it zips across and it just kind of like burns down the side of his face, and like his huge mullety hair just like catches on fire, and he's like patting at it like frantically, trying to put it out. And it is Pepper Bay's go.
All right. So, since I'm less than half health, I need to make a wisdom save to distinguish friend from foe. It is a DC 8. So cool. All right. So here we go. All right, yeah, I remain in control. If I would have failed that roll, I would just attack the closest creature. It wouldn't be that bad right now, but in the future it might be more difficult. But yeah, I'm gonna tear into this guy. Grinding up. I'm gonna go right for the top of the head, like. Come. Oh no! I missed the head.
Is that-
all right? Bonus action, another attack. What were you about to say?
No, I was wondering if you had a bonus attack or if that was it.
Yeah, I do. Come on, come on. Oh, I'm embarrassed. Yeah, so that was only a 10.
Yeah. He is holding you off by holding that guitar up in front of you. And you can feel as you're like scratching at it and clawing at it, like the light that's coming out of it is actually like burning your pepper. Like it's kind of like blasting away the pepper a bit. It's coming out with such force and heat from the guitar.
I'm gonna eat him next turn.
It's his go, and he is going to strum the guitar and try and blast you off of him. Make a dexterity save. Just Pepper Bay.
21.
Yeah, he strums the guitar and this huge blast of energy comes out of it, but you scurry behind his back. You're not even there.
Yeah.
Auntie Anne, it's your go.
All right. I don't have any more pie points to spend, but I am going to do the usual moves and try to knock some sense into Hunger James.
Give me your best shot.
25 with the staff. And the follow-up
hits.
smack is a 20, not nat.
They both hit. Roll your damage.
So, 15 damage.
He's saying, in the middle of saying, hit me with your best shot, and the end of the quarterstaff just clocks him across his mouth. You see blood splatter across the lobby floor. And then you bring up, what do you want, leg or a fist?
Probably a leg. Probably like you get just kind of like the arcing motion of like turning body to do the quarterstaff. She's also like taking one leg, so she's almost pirouetting on the foot that's planted, so that it's really just like the force of motion goes together.
Yeah, and you spin that leg, and it comes straight in contact with the middle of his guitar, and it just boom buckles it in two. And it just cracks completely down the middle, and it just blasts out white light everywhere, and the entire room is blasted with white light. All of you are knocked on your asses, and I feel like the blast was so bright, your eyes have been completely dazzled. And there's a moment where you have no idea what's going on. And you come to, and you rub your eyes, and you can see there's a strange man standing where Hunger James just was. He's the most dad-looking guy you've ever seen. He's wearing a pastel-colored polo. He's wearing beige chinos that are hiked too high. His hair is thinning and neatly cropped. And his shoes could only be described as boat shoes.
Oh God, actual boats. Pepper Bay is gonna suck in the pepper into his face.
Yeah. You turn back into Pepper Bay. Oh, okay. I guess maybe that got out of hand a little bit.
Dad?
No, I'm not your dad.
Oh, okay. You just look so dad-like.
All right.
You poor fella. I know I have a kind of a dad energy, but no, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Your
It makes
parents were
sense. My
killed
dad
by a
was eaten
pepper demon.
alive. Yeah, it was horrific.
He turns to the group and he says, look, I'm so sorry, folks. I feel like I just got caught up in the 70s, and it all got away from me,
Yeah, I know how it goes. You want to live in the past a little bit, but well, we're here for the future, hun. We're here to get you and the rest of the band to do one last show to save the 24 karat. So, I think it's the least you can do. Not to mention that you owe our friends here some major apologies.
He looks sheepishly down at his boat shoes, and he says, okay, yeah, I could do a show, I guess. Without my guitar, I don't really have some of that sexual energy, but
Yeah, you're just
I could
opening
still
for
play.
us, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay then. As for you guys, Steamy, Dusty, Scogs. Hey, Hunger! Hi, Scogs. I just want to say I'm so sorry about the whole merchandising thing. When I made my toy taller than all the rest of your toys, and Steamy, when I made your hair so small, and Dusty, when I had you put in that tropical shirt, and I didn't give you that cowboy hat that you wanted, Scugs. I broke what it meant to be Rad Vibes. And I'm sorry. And they're all kind of like nodding along. And I think we're going to kind of like pull out of this scene as they come in and they hug the new, more dad-like Hunger James, and they all reconcile. You have 4 days to put together a gig, the gig of your lifetime. How do you guys spend those days?
Ooh, we need to have maple syrup and honey dripping from the ceiling onto our bodies during the on our set. And yeah, I think that's really all we need. Maybe we should practice too, 1 or 2 of the days, but I think really that's gonna bring it home.
Yeah,
I think
definitely some practice.
that is important. And also, I'd like to gather ingredients to prepare a large spaghetti dinner and make sure that there are fresh tomatoes. I will resummon Miss Cherry at some point and also want to flyer the town to make sure everyone knows about the show.
What do the flyers look like? Because Pepper is under the impression that Rad Vibes is just like the opener.
Because they are.
What do you guys think that flyer looks like? What did you?
The flyer, I think, is a reality check for all to ensure that Rad Vibes gets the attention they deserve, while also having a small picture of the 3 of us with Scobie smiling in front of the theater.
Aww.
Also, it is a scratch and sniff poster.
Correct.
What does it smell like?
Pepper.
Oh no. Auntie Anne, how do you spend your week preparing?
Probably helping Scobie actually get the theater in order, cleaning up things, kind of arranging set pieces and working on like what Rad Vibes wants and making sure everything is production ready. Front of house looks good, everything looks good, just you know, relaxing a little bit, kind of enjoying practicing, but we're definitely not the main reason people are coming to this show. No matter what Pepper tells us.
Yeah, and we see like that montage of people cleaning up the theater and working together to get the show ready on time, working on the set and decorations. We see Mr. Colanderer cooking this like huge spaghetti meal the night before the show, and everyone is gathered at this like big long table, and Scobie is there, and all of Rad Vibes are there, and I think maybe the Boba witch is there. I
give her the spells that she is due as well.
Amazing. Yeah, and I think you maybe hook her up with your costume person, and they just connect on a level like that you've never seen before. They're already talking about like colors too big to fit in this like little square that I have. Hunger James takes Pepper Bay aside, and he said, Pepper, I'm something of an extra dimensional demon myself.
Is that why you tasted so good?
I don't want to go into how I do or do not taste, but if you didn't want to be a weird pepper guy, I could maybe do something for you.
I would like to be a normal pepper guy and have my family back.
Okay, I can't do the family back thing, but I can take away the pepper demon thing if you want. Or if you're happy with the pepper demon.
No, yeah. I've gotten this close to eating my companions most of the nights this last couple of weeks after tasting human flesh in a long time. So, yeah, I think for their safety, I like them.
He takes a salt shaker and he shakes it into his hand, and he throws it in your face, and you kind of feel. You just feel the anger and the terror and the fear of losing control just dissipate.
Oh.
There, that should even you out.
This is weird. I feel like I can go to therapy now and maybe not push everything down into the swamp.
Yeah, you could have gone to therapy beforehand.
I would have eaten them. Thank you,
yeah,
Dad.
I'm gonna let that slide once. Does anyone want to check in with any of the members of the band before the gig tomorrow?
Yeah. To check in on check in on all of them. Bring like nice steaming mugs of tea. Say hi to everyone. See how you feeling? Show's tomorrow. You excited? You ready to break a leg and rock some faces off?
So you kind of, I think you find Steamy, and like she's after like putting on she's found a new wig guy, and like in the 10 years that she's been frozen in time, they've developed new technology that allows her, like a person, to have an even bigger wig than ever before, and she has this beautiful majestic golden hill on her head now, and she is like busy living. She's catching up on all the 10 years of living that she missed out on. Mr. Colanderer, I think you gain like a little helper in the kitchen from Scuggs. He's bouncing around and playing the harmonica, but he's also pretty good at cooking, which is weird because he's a parsnip man. But he's a natural at chopping. And I think if you want, he's like he doesn't have much going on. He can stick around the theater if you want after this.
If it is his desire to spend more time here, then he is absolutely welcome.
Yeah, they were trying to get rid of me from large margins for months.
Well, you have a new home, my friend.
Yeah. And we transition now to the night of the gig, and the stage is set up beautifully. It's lit incredibly dramatically. I think you've been working with the Boba Witch, so that the Iron Man Boba suit actually emits like dry ice as like a byproduct, and it creates this like amazing sense of atmosphere. Um, Poor Dusty is inside the Boba suit, and he's kind of floating around like Luke Skywalker, kind of like in a little tiny white pair of underpants. But he has enough freedom to like move his hands, and he can wail on those drums. Um, we see the band playing with its new its new leader, a new Hunger James, and despite aging, you know, the audience for Rad Vibes has also aged, and they're quite amenable to this dad looking motherfucker. So we pull out and we see the crowd just like going wild. There's even like there's a couple of people in the crowd who have already made signs that say like dad vibes on them. And we pull back to one of the little theater boxes, which is like it's this theater box that is never used because it's really unstable and you can't really sell tickets to customers there. So sometimes the workers go there to watch shows. And Scobie is up there having a cigarette, and I think the three of you are as well. And he just lets out a contented sigh of relief.
Did we do it, Scobie? Did we save the theater?
Well, let's just say be in work tomorrow at 9.
Yes, we can continue to work. It's fucking amazing.
We'll be here. We'll be
And
here.
that is Fat Magic Rad Vibes.
Yeah, we did it. All of our dreams
Sick.
came true.
You guys got the band back together.
You know, and found my dad. So awesome. Awesome, cool stuff.
You didn't quite spoon, but you got a dad.
Yeah. So for everyone watching, definitely a huge thanks to Fat Magic for helping put this on. Their Kickstarter is out right now. You got 17 more days left. You'll see the links to your right or down below if you're watching on YouTube. Make sure to click and get it as soon as possible. Before we head out, we'll definitely give these people some amazing time to show off what they got, what they have going on, and who they are, starting with Xander.
Yeah. Hi, Lissa. I'm Xander Slamilton. I'm mostly lurking around on things. I put out stuff if I show up on Twitter. The only main thing I have going on now is Sunday nights at 8 p.m. on Praxagora Thesbia Euphoриa's channel. We are back with season 2 of Romance of the Blue Rose. We just finished all of the mid-season solo character arcs, and they were all amazing, and it's set up for a fantastic second season. So that's about all I'm doing right now, but I'm around and I'm lurking and I'm always here. This was such a great delight. Thank you all so much. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was awesome. And right above me, Jamaica Squeeze.
What's up, y'all? I am Dave, known as Jamaica Squeeze here on these internet spaces. I am going to be picking up my personal channel for a variety stream again next week. I'm going to be trying a new time, though, so I'll either be on at 7 or 8 p.m., maybe 9, trying the late slot instead of early morning. I also am on Valdrian's channel right now on Thursdays, which today's Wednesday, so tomorrow I'll be there at 4 o'clock. and I'll be back here on Weave on Friday at 2. And just also sort of, when I remember to, trolling racists on Twitter, because I hate racists.
It's a good
This
hobby.
was a blast, and thank you so much. It's fun.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That is a good hobby we encourage here at Weave the Tale. Troll racists and bigots and all sorts of ignorant folks. I have been Penny for a Tale. You can find me on all social medias as such, or on the Penny for a Tale channel, as well as a few others. Later on tonight, you'll find me at Brambleberry Games playing Monster of the Week with my Faye. So it's going to be a fun, awesome time. Definitely check out Fat Magic. I know I backed it, so it's going to be a really cool time. We'll float on over to the one and only Fat Magic.
Yep, I'm S.E. Ormond. I'm Fat Magic RPG on all socials. I'm most active on Twitter, so if you want all the updates, all the cool art, we've got a bunch of new one-shots coming, written by some amazing folks in the community, and they'll be releasing as stretch goals. Now that we're funded, those are becoming hot and fast very quickly. Mainly, I want to plug the Kickstarter, because that is all I do these days. That's my entire life, is plugging Kickstarter, apparently. So go there, look at the cool stuff, check it out. And I want to say thank you so much for playing, guys. That was so much fun. You guys were incredible.
Oh, hell yeah. Anytime. So yeah, it probably you'll find some more Fat Magic here on the channel, and definitely follow Twitter to find more of this engaging foodie game. Other than that, everyone stay frosty, enjoy your night, and make sure to tune in the next time we stream. So, bye.
At 12:30 on a busy Sunday afternoon, every scrap of pork, sausage, and pig hide disappears from salted pork. The town's herd of pigs, numbering in the thousands, vanishes right from under the noses of the ever-attentive druids of the Red Velvet Abbey. Even Stephanie Beaujolais' knee-high pig leather stilettos mysteriously evaporate from the area just below her knees. If you and your friends don't find that pork soon, next week's sausage festival is going to be, well, it's not going to be a sausage festival. Oh, and the world will probably end. But hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm S.E. Ormond, and this is Fat Magic, a labor of love and hunger. Fat Magic is a 5e campaign set in a world saturated by delicious and dangerous food magic. It's got more than 250 pages of terrible, just absolutely terrible food puns, off-the-wall culinary adventures, and more kissable hotties than you could shake a carbonated beverage at. The events of Fat Magic will yank your players from a life of peaceful privilege in the foodie haven of salted pork and send them on a journey of discovery across the magic-tainted wilds of the Bouillabaisse. On the way, they'll scrap with a smorgasbord of food-flavored monstrosities in 4 distinctive settings, topple an oppressive ruling class or two, and, if all goes according to plan, save the world from a bunch of reality-ending jerks known as the franchise. For your messy little goblin children, the players, Fat Magic has delectable subclasses like the Pact of the Celebrity Chef Warlock, the Way of the Fermented Grain Monk, the Cold Brute Barista Barbarian, and an all-you-can-eat buffet of culinary spells for every spellcaster. Of course, there's more to Fat Magic than hilarious spaghetti spells and silly food names. At its heart, Fat Magic is a story about community and finding moments of comfort and happiness while surviving within oppressive systems. Those moments are often strange and bizarre and, yeah, pretty funny. They can be sweet and warm and heartbreaking too. If all that sounds like your kettle of fish, then hop aboard and help us reach our funding goal. The base funding level will cover printing, layout and design, editing and additional writing, as well as pack the book with beautiful art from our team of incredible artists. If we get more than that, we're going to start adding more spells, more subclasses, more monsters, and hire folks in the community to illustrate maps and create additional content. And no matter what, every backer gets all the content we produce because nobody should have to pay extra for the full game. And heck, if we make it to $50,000, I'll make a 6-episode podcast developed by the creator of the show Earthbreak, my amazing partner Morgan. Download the free PDF containing the entire introductory act of the game and back Fat Magic now.